What's going on? What's going on? How's everybody doing? Come on in, hit that like button. Let us know where you are checking in from. Let us know where you're checking in from. What's going on? Mr. Kirky Fresh, how you doing tonight? How you doing tonight?
What's
How you
up?
doing
What's up?
tonight?
What's good, man? What's good? What's good? What's good? I'm here, man. You know it is.
Yeah, man. I know
I
how it
am
is, man.
here.
How you feeling tonight?
Monday is a sluggish day, you know.
Yeah, it was
It's the
leg day
week.
for me and the leg day for me at the gym, so yeah, I'm tired, man. I ain't finna hold you. I ain't finna hold you. I'm tired.
Right, right. Yeah. It's Mondays. It's one of those days where you don't wanna. The vibes is not there.
Oh no, the vibes is there for me. I like Mondays. I like Mondays.
Monday is just too much misinformation passed around. You know what I mean? Like I went to a delivery this morning. It was just. I spent 2 hours for nothing. You know what I mean? Friday, the paper never get, email over. So all of that Friday after running out early to leave work, you got to deal with that. You get what I'm saying?
So you dealing with the Friday people leaving work early, and then the
Yeah,
Monday people sluggish and hungover for
right.
partying all weekend. I hear you.
So yeah, man, it's crazy. But I'm good though. I'm good. I'm
Excuse
chilling.
me. That's good. That's
You know
good.
what I mean?
Let's see what we got in here tonight, man. Let's see what we got in here, man. Heavy Goodman, what's going on? We got Detroit in the building. Shout out to everybody up in Detroit. Mark Brown in the building. Shout out to the moderators. I see both Nick and Pippi in the building. Shout out to all the moderators. Interstate Screw, Detroit in the building again. Let's see, we got Florida in the building, Sacramento, California in the building. Sirius Lanes is in the building. What's going on? Watch so serious. Did I do it
Why
right?
so serious?
Watch so
Why so serious?
serious. We got Kai in the building. What's going on? We got Alabama in the building. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in on Facebook. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in on Facebook. What else we got? We got VA in the building. Shout out to OTRA. Make sure y'all go subscribe to OTRA and make sure y'all go subscribe to
OTRA. Who is that? OTRA.
he's came on the channel. I dropped the link. He's popped up before and asked I think he asked you some
O-
questions. He runs OTR.
OTRA.
He got a channel. Yeah, look him up. Follow him. Make sure y'all go follow OTRA. Uh Zupchuck says chest day. Normally Mondays is chest day, and I do legs on Sunday, but I didn't go to the gym yesterday, so I had to make up for leg day today because I didn't go to the gym yesterday. You're right. Mondays are chest day, but I had to make up for yesterday. But yeah, follow.
Yeah,
Make sure y'all follow
you
OTRA
gotta,
and make
you
sure
gotta,
y'all follow Serious Lanes. Yo, what up?
I don't see his channel.
Hold
OTRA.
on,
Let
hold on. Let's see something.
me see. OT.
OTR and then RAE. I think OTRRAE.
You find it?
Yeah, it
Let me
popped
see.
up. I'll share it with you.
Hold on a
Hold
minute.
on, I'm gonna share it with you.
Oh, I saw it. You got an
Yeah,
international truck?
I guess. So
Okay.
there you go. Yeah, make sure y'all go follow him, and make sure y'all go
All right. Let me
follow.
subscribe right now, man. Let me subscribe. Okay. Hit the
Make sure y'all go.
subscribe button.
Yeah, hit the
All
subscribe
right.
button too, and
Let me leave a comment, man.
make sure y'all go follow Series Lanes. Make sure y'all check them out.
Hey, OTRA, man. That's $150, man. I just leave a comment.
You you gonna
Let me hit the
charge him
like
to
button.
leave a
Okay?
comment?
All right. So I
You
hit the
go.
like button, I subscribe, and I leave a comment. So that's 250.
Yeah, let me make sure I'm
OTRA,
subscribed.
man.
I'm subscribed to Serious Lanes. Let me make sure double check. I'm subscribed to OTRA. No, I ain't even
I got
subscribed. I'm tweaking. All right, so I
you
subscribe
tweaking,
too.
man.
Yeah, I'm tweaking. I'm subscribed to Serious Lanes though already. Yeah. So all right. Well, I did
You know
my.
what
I
we should
did.
you know what we should do? You know what we should do when we have people in the comment section that are running a box truck out here?
Mm-hmm.
Once they let it known that they have a box truck and they're running out here, we should just, we should subscribe them and charge them. What do you think?
You
Like
should charge us
OTR
as
right
a.
now, yeah, he owes me 250. I leave a comment, I hit the subscribe button, and I hit the like button. That's
I had some
three
people.
stuff. That's a
I had
good
some.
deal he just get a while ago. 250.
Yeah, I don't know if you can charge somebody to follow them. I don't know. I don't know how that. I don't know how that will work,
I'm
bro.
just messing with you, man.
Okay.
All right,
What up? What
man.
up?
Let's
Let me see.
go.
Let me see. Let's see who else we got. We got Zupchuck in the building. What else we got? SD Walk. We got Cleveland in the building. Florida's in the building. What else? Five Star Logistics is in the building. He's talking about fuel. The fuel prices keep going up. No relief in sight. What else? What else? What up? What up? What up? All right, everybody, come on in, hit that like button. Let us know where you checking in from. All right, so today is episode 24. Today is the season finale of the Wise Man podcast. We did 24 episodes. Well, we did a little more than 24 episodes because we did some half episodes in
Mm-hmm.
between. So we probably did about 30 episodes altogether, if you count
Mm-hmm.
those half episodes. But yeah, so today is season finale. We got
Right.
through. We've been doing this since April, so we've been on every Monday. We skipped one Monday, but we came on that Tuesday because I was out of town one Monday, but we came on the next day,
Right.
that Tuesday. So we've been running. Let's see, April, May, June, July. We've been running
Mm-hmm.
4 months consecutively every Monday. So I'm looking forward to this month off. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
tired.
You need
I'm
some rest. I'm
tired.
trying to
So
find. I don't remember. Maybe I don't need to cut you off, but how do I? I don't remember. How you? Oh, you know when you subscribe to a channel, you. How you turn on a notification again?
just click that arrow right here.
Yeah. Under the subscribe. Oh, got you. Okay, let me see. Okay.
Come on,
All
man.
right, I got.
You a YouTuber. You supposed to know this, man.
I
You supposed
watch
to.
people, man, but I don't
You
do. I
supposed.
don't be subscribing to people and turn on notification.
You
So a
supposed
lot of
to ask
people
me.
they be talking, but they ain't saying nothing.
Okay. All right.
So
All
I
right.
turn on the notification to OTR Ray. So every time he posts a video. Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah. So you need a
All right.
week. You need what, a month off, man?
Well, yeah, month off.
Yeah, that's good, man.
I need a month off, man. I need to recuperate, chill out for
Yeah,
a
man.
second, give my brain some time to think, reflect, give it some time to rest, man. Chill out.
Right, right, right,
You know what
right.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, all right, so come on in, everybody. Let's get this show on the road, man. We're gonna recap, this season, and then we're gonna talk about this box truck community. We're gonna end the season with a conversation directed towards this box truck community, man. So come on in,
Mhm.
hit the like button, let us know what you're checking. So what's your thoughts on season one, man? Season one, man, it had a lot of ups and downs and
Uh, I like
bumps and
season one, to
bruises.
be honest with you. I really like season one. I think that I learned a lot, you know. You get because it's a wider audience, you get different views and opinion, and I think it's a challenge. I like the challenge because a lot of times you come online and you say whatever you want to say, but now that you have a bigger audience, you get people different views and opinions. Some people agree with you, some people disagree with you, but I think that um it goes on to on together, sometimes people
Okay.
disagree with me, sometimes people disagree with you, sometimes
Mm-hmm.
the audience disagree with both of us, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
um I think people see a different side of you, um you know in terms of the way you are as an individual. They see a different side of me. So I think I like season one, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I like season. I don't. I can't say. And like anything that you do, you're gonna have hiccups, you're gonna have the downtime, the this, the that. But
Hmm.
regardless of where I'm at, where you at, we try to make the show go on. We let it, because we're here to please the audience and make sure that we stay committed to people. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? Um, you drop content, people call you out. I drop content, people call me out. I think it works. It works. You know what I mean? A lot of people disagree with you. A lot of people agree. You got your former employee, guy that used to work for you,
Hmm.
came and talk about you. So I think that was a plus to let people see, a different side of you. But yeah, I think overall it was good. I think the people like it. I think people the realness of it. I think one of the thing that I really, and I don't want to bring up old stuff. Me and wife, we have a big conversation about this. But I think one of the thing that we were trying to work on. A lot of people don't notice behind the scene that we were really trying to work on was to build not just the Wise Man podcast, but we were really trying to bridge the gap between other content creator that we felt that was, what I mean, that we could bring in the space and really could like, maybe be a part every now and then of what we're taking, you know what I mean? Like what we're doing. And, I mean, I can say we tried, but you know what I mean? So yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think?
Uh, I think you're right. I think for me, I think uh, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think my content was
Mm-hmm.
always informational, but just like anything, when you're starting something new,
Right.
it's like a journey. You're going through it. You're filling it out. So similar to like how I started when I started in trucking. YouTube was the same way. I didn't expect to be on YouTube that long. I expected to make a few videos and abandon it. But when
Right.
I came on, I started getting subscribers. I don't know how people were finding my content, but they were finding it and they were subscribing. So that gave me
Mm-hmm.
the motivation to keep going and keep putting out content. And then the more I researched, and found that there was a whole community, and then
Right.
at that time I saw a lot of the misinformation. I made it my business to kind of put out information I thought people would deem valuable, seeing that I had a lot more experience than a lot of the people that I was coming across their content.
Mm-hmm.
Um, in the 15 months that I've been on, I could say the most growth that I've had as far as in front of the camera, because it took me a while to get comfortable in front of the camera. And I think a lot of the I think I grew a lot, being in front of the camera, actually doing this show. I think, you know, doing the show with you brought made me more comfortable, right? I could
Mm-hmm.
joke more and just, relax a little bit more and open up. And, I want to thank you because you actually, lightened me up and brought that out of me. I was kind of uh, just straight to the point, no personality. And I do have a personality,
Mm-hmm.
and around my friends in real life, but outside of my friends and my homies, then it's serious business. But you kind of opened me up to be more open in front of the camera. And if I wouldn't have did this show, then I probably would have been the same Mark
Mm-hmm.
from last year. The combination of this show and just some run-ins that I've had with
Right.
people
Right.
online, so I done had to bring that south side up out of me, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So but the show has, it's made me a better creator. It's made me a better content creator. It's made me research more as far as content creation. Like when I do live streams and the
Mm-hmm.
information I put out, it's really no research involved. I know what I know. You know what I'm saying? A lot
Right,
of
right.
research I do is, based around actually formulating the stuff to present it, you know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying, to the audience. So the show has made me a much better, content creator. And I want to thank you for that, because you actually opened me up. Just your personality, because you're like a lively
Right, right.
person anyway. So you kind of help break me out of my shell as far as content creation, as far as being in front of the camera and being comfortable. So I think the
Yeah.
show, I think the show, there was a lot of ups and downs. I think it started off kind of rough, like anything starts when it's new. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? We started with 3 people, and we saw that wasn't going to work, and we went
Yeah.
down to 2, and and sometimes people say this this don't work. You know what I'm saying? So
Right, right,
you
right.
you got
Yeah.
people that are for it. You got people that are against it. But it started off, like anything else, starts off, but over
Mm-hmm.
time it grew. Shout out to Key. Shout out to Key for that super chat. Let me put it up on the screen. What up, y'all? My unbiased opinion, season 1 was smooth, lol, but I've learned a lot and gained a lot since you guys had me on, and I appreciate that. Let's get on to season 2. Appreciate that super chat, man. Appreciate that super chat. I got a coins drop. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Um,
Shout out to Key, man.
yeah, shout out to Keith. So it started out, with 3, then we went to 2. Um,
Mhm.
we've had a lot of serious moments. We've had a lot of we've had a lot of funny moments.
Right, right,
We
right, right.
we didn't we I didn't
The
I
tweak
thought I was
button
going.
hit a lot of time.
Yeah, I think the tweak button was introduced on this show. Yeah, I came up with
The
the
tweak
tweak
button
button
was
on this show
introduced because of me.
because of you, right? Because of
Because I
you,
kept asking what are
right?
these words? The
Right,
tweak
right,
button,
right, right.
the hammer, you know
All
what I
right.
mean?
We introduced the hammer. MC Hammer.
So
MC Hammer sent his people out after me because I did that
that
little
that MC hammer thing,
yeah,
right?
the MC Hammer thing. I didn't think that I didn't
Yeah,
think that
right.
little short clip they would catch it. Man, they caught that shit. I woke up the next morning. Universal Music Group was in my email like, "Yo, we taking
What's
all
good?
the
What's good?
revenue off this video. What's up?"
Oh man.
So the tweak button was introduced.
Yeah.
We've had some.
The tweet button came because you kept mentioning these words. You get what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? And I kept asking you, what are these words? And so um, the tweet button was introduced and then goofy as hell, all of that stuff started to come into play. So it started
Yeah.
with just one word and then it just spread. So
Yeah.
the people love it.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like this show made me a better creator overall, because like
Right.
a lot of those buttons and stuff were introduced, and a lot of stuff was introduced because of this show. We had some good guests. We had
Yeah.
QB
Yep.
on the show.
QB, shout
Um
out to QB. We have Key was on the show.
yeah, Key.
We
We
have
had
the Boxer couple. The Boxer
the
couple.
box truck
Shout out to
couple.
Boxer
Yeah, yeah.
couple.
That was a show. That was one of those shows where you know what I'm saying? That was a show where
Big Vic. Big Vic was here.
Big Vic was here. Who else was here?
We
We
got
had a broker here. We had a
the
broker.
broker here that spilled the bean that a lot of
Yeah,
people, still
yeah,
email Mark and get upset.
yeah, yeah. We got brokers that want to come on the show because of that video. So
Oh man.
you know, a lot of things happened. We had a little tussle up, a little
Yeah.
tussle up. You know,
You
hey,
know?
I
Yeah.
had to bring that west side up out of me. I brought
Yeah.
that west side up out of me on that occasion. So, we had a lot of good moments. A lot of good moments. We had a lot of arguments. A lot
I
of
don't think it's argument.
debates, I
Debate,
should
yeah,
say,
debate, right? Not
debates.
argument, debate,
You
because
know, some debates that was I think were healthy. Some that rub some people the wrong way.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
um,
Some people, some people think I'm a thorn in his side sometimes. You know what I mean? So,
yeah. Well,
but some people can pick up that I'm jamming you. You know what I mean? But some people
okay.
just get mad because they
Uh-huh.
don't understand that I'm a hammer guy. I'm always got weight something. I'm always trying to beat something though. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Right, right, right.
it's all
Yeah.
good though.
So
But
yeah,
one of the
so
things that we do, regardless of the opinion, the people, whatever we run into, we stay true to the audience and we stay true to each other. So I think that was the most important thing. Um, I think that was kind of like the outlight of everything that we did in the first season. You
mhm,
know what I mean? And I wanna say you said that I wanna touch back on something you said because when I started YouTube, um I came on YouTube and I think most of my purpose on YouTube was not to be on YouTube. Like I think like even with the camera, the first video, um, I think that people don't understand what goes on behind the scene, but I think, even when I was doing my first set of video and really like I think I was telling you this about making videos and I would turn my camera a certain way. And then when I turn it back the correct way, the video would stay in the camera, it would still film in the incorrect way. And so when I
mhm,
uploaded it, there's a lot of videos like that was good content that I had to destroy because the angle didn't make any sense.
right.
But I think after doing the Wiseman with you and understanding the audience and the demographic, I think that you you said, look, if you're gonna put these stuff out and talk to people, I can say thank you because even the stuff that I buy and the stuff that you told me that I'm gonna need, it's very costly. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna tell people this right on the live. If you want to be Mark friend and be one of his close friends, it's gonna be very expensive to be his buddy because whatever he say you to buy, they gonna be cheap. You know what I'm saying? But I think like looking back on the camera, the computer, I mean, the whole shebang that you introduced me to, just to do the Wise Man podcast, so people can have quality.
Mhm,
When I'm home and they're watching me, I just want to say, yeah, thank you for that because even though I was using my computer,
mhm,
looking back again, say, man, we give these people, you know, the best, and we're not just dragging and pushing something together and just flinging it out there and it's not prepared properly. You get what I'm saying? So I
mhm,
want to thank you for that. You know, and I want to say this, guys, for everybody who's here. Mark, the first piece of equipment Mark told me to buy was a tweak button. That's the first piece of equipment. And up to this day, I haven't set it up as yet. You get what I'm saying? So, but overall, the whole entire system that I use right here, Mark is the one that mentored me through that. So I just want to say thank you, man. And that's why you guys can see me here in a better picture quality and sound quality and the whole shebang. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, it works one way or the other, man. It's all good. You know what I mean?
yeah. Yeah, so yeah, man, I'm looking forward to season 2, but this
Mm-hmm.
break, man, this I think is needed for both of us, like
Right.
it takes a lot. It takes a lot to stream. I know streaming is probably going to be the next thing
Mm-hmm.
that, is going to be the next wave, and we're kind of in on it early. We got a head start on it, but
Mm-hmm.
it takes a lot. Lately I've been getting, like last week I got 3 people that hit me up that like, man, what equipment are you using? Your
So let's
streams are
tell.
real clear. And I had one
Yeah.
guy actually book a coaching session, not for
Uh-huh.
box trucking, just so he could talk to me about
Right.
all the stuff that I use because he was just like, man, your stuff is good compared to everyone else's I've seen. So
So
it takes a lot.
you want to tell them what kind of equipment we use and the quality and the, I mean, we can, I see somebody in the comment section, they want to know what kind of camera and mic we use and all that stuff. So
Uh,
yeah.
I, I would, but this guy literally just paid me like an hour coaching session for. So I, if,
Okay.
if I go do that right, like
All
the
right. Well,
same
I
the
mean,
same the same day, then I'm like,
all right, all right. But yeah, I
I mean,
mean, it's high tech, guys. It's not, it's not cheap, and it's not, it's to give you the
but
quality and the sound
I
is
tell
really
you,
up there.
I tell you this, the computer that we use is Mac Studio because I already put that out there. So
Yeah, the Mac Studio.
Mac Studio is the computers that we use, and the reason why is because we stream. We don't use like Stream Deck. We don't use any web based streaming software. We use offline streaming software. So we're not using a cloud server like Stream Deck where they
Mhm.
charging you for the bandwidth. We're pushing our own stream from our own modem. So I pay Comcast $300 a month, and that's for cable, but I also got the highest internet package, right? Because I need a strong internet to push the stream. Um, Also, so you got to have a strong computer. We use the Mac Studio. Mac Studio can't go wrong. You try to go cheap, you're gonna do like how I did with my last Mac. You're gonna fry it out. You're gonna fry it out. And literally, I fried it out thinking it was a
Mhm.
Mac. Not just like people coming into the box truck. I was not knowledgeable of streaming. I was researching it, you know what I'm saying? But I just wasn't knowledgeable
Right, right,
until
right.
a situation made me knowledgeable an
Mhm,
hour
mhm.
before I was going to stream that Sunday night, and I couldn't stream that Sunday night. And the very next morning at 9 o'clock, I was up at the store and I spent over $2,000 with a Mac Studio. You don't get a screen or nothing. It's just a
You don't get a
box.
screen, it's just a box.
It's just a box. It's just
Yeah,
a
it's just
big,
a box.
powerful box. So I
Mhm,
had to buy all the monitors. I got 4 monitors. I
mhm,
got, what I'm saying, cameras, I got lights, I got a couple microphones, I
mhm.
got the Elgato stuff. It's just a
Yeah.
lot. I got the whiteboard, I got the it's just a lot of stuff. I got the
You mentioned the internet, but you never mentioned the serving system that we use, which is
uh
the
um
um
Ecamm.
the eCam. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's another expense, and
Yeah, that's
just
a
for the internet.
subscription, right? That's a subscription. And I'm pushing the stream in 1080p. Like I got strong enough stuff I could push a 4K
You can
stream,
push
but
4K, but
but
yeah.
but a lot of people probably not viewing it in 4K, so it don't make sense
Mhm,
to use all that energy to push it in 4K when maybe 75% of the people was viewing it in 1080p. You know what I'm
mhm.
saying? So, it's not cheap, so a lot of
Yeah,
people been asking me, but
yeah, and even my camera, even the camera for guys who watch my content and my camera, if you guys see me when I post a video, I'm in the little box. I got a picture in picture. That's a setting on my Samsung camera. That camera is like, I think it's like $1,500 because I
mhm,
bought the one with the storage, a bigger storage.
mm,
And the reason why I love that phone, that I love the features on that phone is because a lot of people think I was using a GoPro on my cell phone. Now I do have an
mhm,
iPhone, but a lot of people think I
mhm.
was adding the GoPro
Yeah.
with the camera, but it's actually a feature on my Samsung. So it got the dual feature where I could just video and be in the video at the same time. So
Mhm,
when you talk about being a content creator, I mean, a lot of people say just grab your phone and start. I would tell anybody just grab your iPhone, grab whatever. Yeah, sure head, turn the camera to you and start. But as you
mhm,
go along and realize that you start to develop an audience and you start to develop people that's going to trust what you say, you're going to invest in more high tech and more
mhm,
better quality stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I bought a lens yesterday. It was $78. Now you can see my the whole behind my TV, all that stuff. You get what I'm saying? So as you go, it just get more expensive and more expensive if you want to get the quality that you're looking for. You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
this is why we do these things for you guys. You get what I'm saying? And I think just having the Wise Man podcast, I think we don't take it lightly. We keep investing and just keep going and keep making it better and bigger and make things more look more professional. And you know what I mean? Because we want to make sure that you guys have the quality that you come here to get. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I enjoy the first season, man.
Yeah. So and then as far as like I know I put out more videos than you, but even with the videos,
Mm-hmm.
I recently I told you I hired obviously y'all could tell I hired a graphic designer for the thumbnails 4 months ago, and then I hired an editor and I
Mm-hmm.
hired a content strategist. So the time and the money that it takes to put, I noticed that in order to you know continue to grow the channel, I was gonna have to grow a team. So, it
Right.
takes time and it takes money, and it's something just we wanted to touch on because it seems like lately a lot of people have been hitting both of us up. Last week I had 3 people hit me up about
Mm-hmm.
the content that are in the box trucking space, but they weren't concerned about the truck and they want to create content. Content is the next wave. The Nielsen report came out last week, and YouTube is the number one most watched other than cable right now. So people go to YouTube first, and
Mm-hmm.
then was it YouTube, then Netflix, then cable. So people just watch YouTube. Most
Yeah.
people watch YouTube now. So yeah, I think a lot of people get into content creation with money on their mind first. I think if you get into it with money, just thinking about the money, I think that's the wrong way to go about
It's
it. I
not gonna
came
work.
into it,
Right.
I saw a lot of misinformation, and I just wanted to put
Mm-hmm.
the real information out there, and then I ended up liking the actual creating the content, and then that's what
Mm-hmm.
made me ultimately want to invest a lot of time and a lot of money, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
um
And
into it.
that's a key thing that you just said a while ago when you said that, if you're coming in and looking at the money aspect, there's a false narrative that a lot of people have that they try to come in the space and do content. Um, but I think that they look at these YouTubers with millions of subscribers and all you know what I mean? And they're like,
Hmm.
well, if they're doing it, I can start a channel and I can start gather millions of subscribers, only to find out that is the opposite. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And to do the streaming and make the videos and you know whatever whatever you got to do to put your name out there, I think it's a lot of people are not really up for that challenge also.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what
It's
I
a
mean?
level of consistency that you got to have, and once you get started, you got to keep going. I remember I was talking with my ex,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't know she watched, and she was like, I'm like, yeah. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, man, I'm thinking about quitting. This was like maybe what is this, August? So this is probably like in January. I hadn't crossed 10,000 subscribers yet. I was like probably like 8K or something like that. She was like, nah, you got to keep going. I'm like, why? She was like, people like you. I'm like, how
Mm-hmm.
you know? She was like, because I watch. I see the comments. I see the people in the chat. So,
Mm-hmm.
you that level of consistency, you got to have that. And the more consistent you are, the more people are going to appreciate that consistency that you're putting out there, especially if you got good information. And then
Right.
the quality is just,
Icing on the cake.
it's just the icing on the cake. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because here's the thing: if you want to get into content creation in this box truck space, you're gonna have to invest the money. You can't wait on the money thinking you're gonna get into doing this to make a lot of money, and then when the money comes, then you can invest into better quality. It don't work like that. You need to have just like coming into a business, you got to
Mhm.
come and you got to invest money. You got to want to be the best at what you're doing. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm just the type of person, and this is a testament to how I built my box truck business. You know what I'm saying? When I
Mhm.
came in, I kept the money that was coming in. I was just turning that right back over into the company. Like the money that I put into this, man, YouTube ain't paid me nowhere near the
Nowhere
money.
near.
Each video I put out cost me anywhere from $50 to $100 just to
Mhm.
put out. As far as the thumbnail and the editing, even for a 4 minute video, they charge me by the minute. By the
Right.
minute, each minute they're charging me for the editing. So the more you grow, the better your quality. You're gonna have to invest money. You know what I'm saying? And if you come into it thinking about money, it's just not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, if your goal is to make money, eventually money will come. But you got to put quality out. Ain't nobody gonna want to give you no brand deal if you ain't got quality. Ain't nobody gonna want to give you a brand deal and put theyself on your channel if your shit look like garbage. And y'all see, I
Right.
don't have nobody. You don't see 50 million links in my description. I turn people away every day. I can show you
Right.
my emails. There's companies every single day that hit me up.
Mhm.
But if that deal don't work for me, then I don't need your money. I don't want to do no affiliate links. I'm not finna, because then you got to put that shit up on. I don't have time for all that. I don't need those little twos and fews. I'm straight. You see what I'm saying? That's why you don't see 10 million links in my description. And people be like, well, man, Mark, if you put them links, all that money add up. Listen, I'm straight on all that. You see what I'm saying? I don't want that. If it's not the right deal where I feel like it's a company that I feel like, if it's a company that I don't feel comfortable with promoting, because I don't want to be the type of person like, yo, man, Mark,
Mhm.
we signed up with this company because we saw you pushing it.
Mhm.
And you know what I'm saying? Then the company do some shady stuff or some shit just don't work out. And then I'm the ambassador for that company. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? So that's why you don't really see a lot of stuff on my channel. It's not the point that they not hit me. They hit me every day. From
Mhm.
DAT load board to some of your favorite insurance companies, some of your top apps some of the apps that I talk about hit me up.
Mhm.
I just don't like the presentation that they present to me. So, um, but yeah, if you come in, thinking about money, it's not gonna work. You got to come in
It's not
with the
gonna work.
mindset of putting out the best content and being true to the audience. If you come in, you want to talk box truck, you got to talk box truck, and you can't desert your audience. A lot of people deserted their audience.
Mhm.
Look at all the people that came in last year that ain't here no more. So now you know what their intentions were. Their intentions were never to help people in the first place. Their intentions was to come on here and get a bag off people. And when they saw that
Right.
they couldn't get a bag no more, they got the hell up out of here. They skedaddled. Only a few people rolled through that storm.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It,
so all the
yeah.
people
It's
who've been
great.
hitting
It's
me up,
crazy.
about box truck content creation, there's a little gem. I can't really give you too much because I told y'all why earlier, but
Yeah.
what's good?
I think when it comes on to like even like we said, like just building up the YouTube content and just the consistency, um you really gotta like spend the money, take the time, editing video. There's some things in videos that you will capture, but you don't want it in the video, so now you got to remove that part of the video. You might put a music in, and then it's just a lot of slice and dice and a whole bunch of stuff. And it takes time and it takes money, and you need that support, and it's just a lot of stuff. So yeah, I mean, it's just a lot, man. It's a lot. It's a lot. You know what I mean? So yeah, people want to know the behind the scene. You know, it's a lot. It's not easy.
What you want? You want to address this box truck community, man?
As far as the community, I think that next season, what I'm looking for is more support. I don't feel like I don't feel like we get the support. I mean, it is season one. I don't feel like we get the support. Um, I think that the support we need to have a little bit more tight knit support. You know what I mean? I think we should have people that are the support system should be more stronger. You get what I'm saying? And the people that are coming in to watch our content, I think that I don't feel like we're getting the support. I think our views are looking at the people that are the subscribers. I think it might be different the way they're looking at us. I don't think we have that support system. And that
Mhm.
sometimes can be very discouraging. There's times when I get off the Wiseman, I'm like, man, why are we going here? It's like it doesn't even make no sense. I mean, you gotta tell people 10 times to hit the like button. You
Mm.
know what I mean?
So you talking about like just support, hitting the like button,
Yeah, just sharing the
sharing the
video. I mean,
stream.
just just get the content out there. I think that a lot of people, what I would love to see for season two is just a stronger support system.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Because you can go to someone else, but you can feel like you're not wanted. You know what I mean? And I feel like sometime will come here. The house is the subscriber house. It's not my house, not your house. We're pleasing the people. You see what I'm saying?
Mm.
So I just feel
See,
like sometimes we're not wanted.
see what I come to learn about this whole box truck community.
Mhm.
It's divided.
Mhm.
It's divided. You see more unity on the semi truck side. I know they got some issues over there. I've seen some differences and some battles over there between some creators. I mean, it's a lot more creators on that side than it is on this side. But I think this community is real divided. If you really pay attention to it, if you look at certain creators, they have their crew of following, and their crew of following is loyal to them, and they
Mhm.
don't mess with nobody else. And that's fine. But like when you was talking earlier, when you was talking about bridging the gap,
Mhm.
that's a testament to what I'm talking about. Even the creators just don't. Just like it's just like people. I guess you know people have they people. You know what I'm saying? I guess people just don't want to interact with other people. I don't know, but me personally, I would have liked to do things. I've tried to do things with people. You know what I'm saying? I tried to do stuff with people last year. It started off
Mhm.
good, and then it went to shit. I had people popping up on my channel this year telling me what I need to tell other people. You know what I'm saying? Just
Mhm.
shit like that. And I'm just the type of person where I don't bother nobody. When I
Mhm.
don't bother nobody, I don't want nobody bothering me. If you
I
bother
think
me, I'm gonna bother you, and I'm
I,
I'm gonna it's gonna be bad if I bother you, and I just don't want to do that for that reason. So I kind of, but I would like to be cordial. You know what I'm
mhm.
saying? And I think if everybody came together, I think the community wouldn't be so bad. So about it, like you got, I'll be streaming, and I really don't get trolled. I don't get trolled, but maybe once in every blue moon, someone will
Mhm.
come in like a new person that'll just see me in the algorithm while I'm live and just come in and just say some goofy shit. Ain't watched
Mhm.
not a lick of my content, just come in and say some dumb shit, and then I'll just be perusing through, YouTube, and then I'll see that person because I keep a mental note of the name.
Mhm.
I don't
All
forget.
right,
I
right,
keep a
right.
mental note, and then I'll see this
Mhm.
person and somebody else comment, and then they'll be praising this person to holy hell, and then this is one of the people that's like Shorty that I had to put out on blast last week, who don't know what the hell they talking about. You see what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So stuff like that be kind of tweaking me out uh sometimes, but I just come to learn, you know what? I'm just gonna mind my business, stay in my lane. I'm not gonna reach out to nobody no more. I just, you know, I work with you, and
Mhm.
man, I'm straight. I mess with QB. There's a few other people I have cordial relationships, but I think all that reaching out, I'm cool on that, bro. I ain't doing that shit no
Yeah,
more.
and I think one of the biggest thing too is a lot of content creator who I've seen in the box truck space are very selfish, right? Not only selfish with you can tell that they got a selfish personality, but selfish with the information. You know what I mean? A few months ago I did a live because a box truck content creator said that, oh, if you guys want me to drop the list of the broker, just leave it in the comment section. And then 2 videos later, he's still dragging people along about the list. You see what I'm saying? So now
Mhm.
I gotta get the list and I gotta drop the list. It's like, you get what I'm saying? And then when he do talk about the list, he said, well, I can't give you my broker. I can't give you the information. Y'all can't call him. You gotta just book a session. And it's like, it's this game. It's like, when you got the bone over a head of a dog and it's like you keep wiggling the bone and every time you try to catch, just go higher and higher. And it's like, you know, I think people who come on this platform, it's just their motive is just always the opposite of what they're really saying. And this and see, one of the things that people gotta understand about people with cameras, see, and we can say this, and I always say this on my channel, I'll say it on your channel. History is best qualified when it's documented. When somebody got a camera, they can say anything to you. You get what I'm saying? They can
Mhm.
say anything to that camera because whosoever they're talking to is not immediately in front of them. So when that hit the hair wave, they don't really care how you internalize it. But for us, when we say stuff, we got the documentation to show it. I think a lot of guys who are in the box truck space and giving out the information, if they do have information, it's like there's a hoop people got to jump through, and
Well,
it,
well,
it's just never the full. You never get the full story. You get what I'm
well,
saying?
what I learned after last week coming across Buddy video and then digging more into his video and then digging into other stuff, other videos I seen. I think there's a lot of people want to profit off this industry on YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
make
Mm-hmm.
money from selling people information, whether they're trying to sell coaching and mentorship or whether they're trying to monetize their channel and make money off the AdSense. They get on camera and they they try to talk like they know what they talking about. They'll watch
Right.
a
Right.
bunch of
Right.
people's videos, do a little
Mm-hmm.
research, and then they get on camera and it's a lot of this, that, and they'll be talking about stuff that they don't know what they talking about, and they don't realize how stupid they sound when
Mm-hmm.
somebody like me or you is watching them. You know what I'm saying? Because we've been
Mm-hmm.
in this industry for a long time, and then to the mass majority of people who are coming to YouTube to consume content as far as educating themselves on this space, they don't know. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
They don't know what this person is saying is not making sense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't know that this person is not making sense. It's just like me saying I know sign language and I'm sitting up there doing this, and it may look
Mm-hmm.
like I'm saying stuff, but to a person in the
Mm-hmm.
audience who's deaf that knows sign language, they looking at me like, man, what the hell are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So, it's a lot of people that do that on YouTube. They'll watch other people's content and then they'll try to,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
They try to
plagiarize them,
replicate.
and
Right.
and then they all over the place, and then they
Uh-huh.
sound stupid. Like
Right.
I watched a few more buddies videos, and I was gonna do Buddy dirty for every single video that he stole one of my thumbnails. I was gonna do him dirty. I was gonna do a 4-part series. Kirk talked me out of it. Kirk talked me
Mm-hmm.
out of it last week because I was gonna do a video. He did a video where he said, I started my business in Florida and I didn't know Florida had no freight. I thought Florida was gonna have a lot of freight before I started my business, seeing that Jacksonville, Florida is the second largest city in America. This is what he said in the video. He said Jacksonville, Florida is the second largest city in America.
Right.
Jacksonville, Florida is not even in the top 10. Anybody with common sense knows New York is one, LA is two, Chicago is three, Houston is four. Like, and he said Jacksonville, Florida. This is what he said. Like, I was finna like really like have fun with this shit, but Kirk talked me
Right.
out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But to a person who's just ignorant and doesn't know
Hmm.
better, that shit would have flew over their head. But to an
Right.
educated person like me, every single little thing that he said that was just stupid, I would have tore his ass up. But
Right.
Kirk talked me out of it. So, but yeah, that's just it's a lot of people like him out there. It's a lot of
Right.
people like him out there. He's not the only one. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, and it's the same thing with the partial. You see people talk about partial, but then when they try to explain the whole partial thing, they just can't get it to talk to people where it makes sense. You get what I'm saying? Everybody, the every content creator that ever talk about partial, they all sound the same. Man, you got to know uh, uh the pickup and the delivery. They're struggling with the pickup and the delivery. And can't let the broker know you're taking a partial, and you get what I'm saying. And it's like off the stuff they're saying, it's not even work like that. I've
mm,
load trucks up with 6 partial, 4 partial, and never have a pickup or a delivery issue. It's a method to it. You get what I'm saying? So
mhm,
people will sit down and they'll watch your content and they'll try to replicate it or try to take things out of it and try to apply it, but it doesn't work because you gotta get you don't have the information that you need to execute it the way it needs to be done. You know what I mean?
mm,
I spoke to this was last week. This guy, came to me. Shout out to Terrence and his brother Timothy.
mm,
They saw my video and they said, bro, you show the partial and it makes sense the way you talk about it. And they watch another content creator. They buy stuff from other content creator.
mm,
And when they came to me, they were doing one pick, one job. Matter of fact, they were doing one pick and running the truck back empty. The
mhm.
first day they came out, they went to Chicago, they pick up a load, and they pick up a next load. Matter of fact, the dude booked 2 loads and one get canceled.
He's running for you, right?
Yeah. He's running his own MC and everything, but I'm just mentoring him through the whole process.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm saying is that when I teach him, when I do the session with him and his brother, and I teach him, they were mesmerized because now they're not only hearing what I was saying, but they actually seen it on paper, and now they got to call the broker and actually seeing it played out in their truck. And guess
Mm-hmm.
what? They're getting better and better.
Mm-hmm.
This is 2 brothers that would run from Cleveland, Ohio to North Carolina. They don't find anything to run back home empty. And they were watching content creator. They said one content creator talk about partial, but the way he talk about it just didn't make any sense.
Mm.
And as they keep searching for partial, they come across my video. Because when you type in partial in a box truck, your boy Kirky Fresh pops up. So they
Mm.
watch my content like, man. So a lot of content creator, they steal the idea, they steal the stuff. And a lot of people say, man, you need to crown yourself as the partial king. You're the king. Hey, man, if you know, you
Don't,
know. You get what
don't,
I'm saying? If
don't,
you know,
and
you
that's what,
know.
and that's why I ain't, really press Buddy no more after you talk to
Yeah.
me. I ain't really tripping, Buddy.
Yeah,
Listen,
I told
man.
you, I
I
told you that
think,
situation. I say, just leave that alone because, again, and it's the same thing that let me start the partial. I was cursed out in an email by a subscriber. Yeah, you lying, bro. You ain't making that kind of money, bro. You fronting, you flexing. I got 3 of the best top dispatchers in the country, and I'm not making nowhere where you say you're making. And I'm like, okay,
when was this?
that's
2021 when you
this
first
was in
came on YouTube.
2021. Yeah,
Well,
and I
see,
said, okay.
during
Let's show
during
you all
20
the partial. Oh, let's show you all the how it works.
I think 2021, 2020, 2022, there was just a lot of competition from what I saw on YouTube in the
Mm-hmm.
box truck space. Everybody was fighting for that number one spot because once they reached that number one spot, they were going to, get all the revenue as far as the coaching, the mentorship, the ebooks, and shit like that. That's why all that was going on. But now a lot of that, the smoke, like you did the video, the live stream, the smoke is clear. The
Mm-hmm.
smoke is clear. It's not too many people putting out content no more. You got some newcomers, but
Right.
the interest in the space is no longer there. So like when you see those newcomers, for the most part, they don't even pop up in the algorithm because they not getting the views. The YouTube ain't really pushing them. It's pushing the people who've been around for a while that's consistent, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, during that time period, it was just a lot of competition and everybody was fighting. The smoke is clear now. I think a lot of people have learned valuable lessons that still come to YouTube to watch this type of content, and
Mm-hmm.
seeing what they saw at the end of last year as far as that exodus of people exiting the business, and a lot of content creators were exiting as well. I think that opened a lot of people's eyes to the the jig. The jig was up at that
Right. Right.
point,
Right.
and
Right.
they realized, "Look, we've been hoodwinked, we've been bamboozled, we've been led astray, run amok."
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So now that the smoke is
Right.
clear, you know, the people who are still remaining that have still been consistent and true since their inception and coming on YouTube, those are the people that people have come to, take a liking to. And if if and when, which it will be a win,
Right.
the space does have another boom bubble cycle. It's not going to be to the extent of the pandemic. That
Right.
that was once in a lifetime. That next pandemic will probably all be gone.
Mm-hmm.
But the next, when the economy does, shape up a little bit, whether it's not going to be this year, whether it's next year or the year after next, people are going to come back into the space. You got to understand, there's a lot of things that I haven't talked about. Like, I mean, we could talk about a lot of stuff. I'm thinking about, talking about content. Like, for instance, let's talk about what's going on with LA. You know what I'm saying? As far as what the governor or the mayor out there is doing, where, you can just run in the store and take what you want and not go to jail. So everybody
Right.
out there is just going in the stores, taking what they want, not going to jail. What I see is a bunch of stores closing. I
Mm-hmm.
see brick and mortar stores closing across the country, and I see uh, the only way you're going to be able to get your groceries and things like that for the most part is through e-commerce, which is going to do what? Open up more opportunities for van work, box
Mm-hmm.
truck work, gig opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? I'm thinking ahead. I told y'all since I came on, I'm always what month is this? August?
Yeah.
I've already celebrated Christmas mentally. I'm around mentally I'm around Valentine's Day right now. Mentally I'm in
Right.
Valentine's Day 2024. That's where I'm mentally at.
Right.
So I'm already thinking ahead. I'm looking at what's going on in LA and all over the country. I'm looking at what's going on in my city. Michigan
Mm-hmm.
Avenue, it's still stores on Michigan Avenue, but it's damn near half like a ghost town. It's not thriving the way it used to be. And the more they keep running into these stores, the more these stores are gonna leave.
Mm-hmm.
If LA politicians keep whatever that rule they got in effect, where you can't arrest people for shoplifting, they can go in the store, just let them take what they want. Man, the store's gonna say, you know what, we not making no money because people keep coming here taking it. They ain't going to
Mm-hmm.
jail. The police
Mm-hmm.
ain't responding.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So Walgreens gonna leave. They running in Walgreens. They running in 7-Eleven. They running to all these places taking all this stuff. So eventually the brick
Right.
and mortar stores are gonna leave. They're just gonna do online and fulfillment.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So opportunity is gonna be there. I could talk about a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
but that's what I'm saying. Like y'all gotta make sure y'all follow the creators that are gonna, uh bring you the best value. Because your time, when you're sitting here watching a creator, that's your time. Your
Mm-hmm.
time is valuable. I don't
Right.
listen. I don't like wasting my time. I'd rather waste money because I can get money back. I ain't worried about no money. I ain't
Right.
worried about no money. Money is not one of the things I worry about. I'm more concerned about my time because I'm not getting any younger. I'm getting older and I don't like wasting time. If I watch a 3 or 4 minute video and I'm like, this was a waste of my time, I'm mad.
Right.
I'm upset because
Yep.
that's 3 or 4 minutes I could have did something that was more productive. You see what I'm saying? So just make sure when you are consuming content, it's you're getting value. You're exchanging your time for good value. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So
Yeah, you gotta not waste it, not waste your time, man. Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
But yeah.
But as far as the box truck community, for me, what I see, I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
keep it 1,000. I'm not, you know, I'm not overall. I'm not pleased with a lot of the stuff that I see. I ain't gonna lie.
When you say the boxer community, you're talking about the content creator from a
No, not
content
the
creator
content creator.
view,
I'm
or
talking about
just
from
the
talking about
people
from
in
the
general?
the people in general. I just feel like
Hmm.
it's a lot of complaining and
Hmm.
not enough doing. I think a lot of people, excuse me, want this quick way to the top, or they want to come in and be at the top. And I think ultimately that's why a lot of people are failing. And then they'll say things like trash and
Uh-huh.
this or that, or they'll blame it on this or they'll blame it on that. And I know the reason why they failing. I tell people the reason. I tell
Hmm.
people how to enter, what to do and what not to do, but everybody wants to start up here. And ultimately, in order to start up here, it's something that you got to have when you start up here. You know
Hmm.
what that is? A bag. You got to have
Right.
a bag because you need money to float you right around this whole learning curve at the beginning.
But a
You know
lot
what I'm
of
saying?
but see, you talk about the money. Let's talk about the money. A lot of the a lot of the people who are showing the information that they're giving out, you got to look at, they're not telling the whole story, right? And then the people who are internalizing those information, like you said early on, they're not
Mhm.
taking the time to say, wait a minute, if I'm gonna get $1 million, how much money do I really need to get into the 5 trucks? Like, people are not taking the time. I think everything is like, it's like on a it's like going so fast. It's like the information is, I think people is just grabbing. And I think that's why sometime when it comes on to me
Mhm.
and you sitting down and kind of like taking the time to go over, it's like, because people are so accustomed to that fast, 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 and just, you get what I'm saying? It's like the a lot of the information is like they don't want to hear it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you'll do a video and you'll talk about what they'll should not do that is going to make them fail. You'll have 200 views. You see what I'm saying? But then
Mhm.
they'll watch, and you go to another content creator and he said, how I make 30,000 in 2 days. You get what I'm saying? And then he got 1 million views. I think that fast paced thing that everybody's seeking and nobody want to slow down. I think that also is one of the biggest issue why a lot of people are failing. And starting a business takes a lot of money. If you got a cargo van, it's gonna take a lot of money. If you got a box truck, it's gonna take a lot of money. You got a semi. The bigger the unit and heavier it is, it's gonna
Mhm.
be a hefty price to run it.
I
So
think.
It's crazy.
I think a lot of people should honestly probably start in their car. I'm being honest with you. I think, you know, I think about it all the time. Like
Hmm.
the way a lot of people that I talk to, the way they start, I wasn't fortunate enough to start like that. I didn't, I not and when I didn't know about it, I kind of started off Craigslist list just hustling in my pickup, and that was you know thinking about it then, even thinking about it now, that was a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Because that allowed me to start off small, learn the business, and scale up. You know what I'm saying? One vehicle. I didn't have all these expenses, that
Hmm.
people have coming in, because once it was time for me to scale up, the money was there, as far as the money to scale up and the working capital to float me. The business, there was no once I went from the Avalanche to the first Penske truck, I already had the phone was ringing every day. So it just went from me charging $30 an hour in a pickup truck to $75 an hour in a rental truck. You see what I'm saying? The rental truck
Hmm.
was $225 for the week, 10 cents a mile, with what 500,000 free miles. One move covered the truck. But I already had the clientele. When like I was renting the truck and then had to go find work. I already had a stream of work coming in from me posting ads consistently, taking them in my pickup truck. So I just pretty much just one day was in a pickup truck, and then one day was in a box truck, and then the
But those
phone kept
people,
ringing.
let's say somebody have a cargo van, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
if you say somebody should start in their car, yeah, okay. If they got a car, start in the car. Um,
But this is
if they
why I
got a
say
car,
that, because you got people that got cargo vans that still don't have the working capital to operate that, or they don't have they're not moving right, or they're
it
not
just
hustling.
the bigger the vehicle, you just gotta learn that the thing with a bigger unit is just that the bigger the vehicle, it just gotta get more aggressive.
You gotta get more aggressive, and you gotta spend time. I think a lot of people don't want to spend the
Yeah,
time. Listen, I was out at 7 a.m. Sometimes I want to get into 1 a.m. and have to be back out at 7 a.m. But see, that's what I'm saying. Me, when I started, I was a dog.
right.
Because you know why I was a dog? Because I didn't have shit. So when I saw an opportunity with, man, a person gonna pay me $30 an hour in a truck that I already owned and got the title to move they pieces of shit, because that's what I was moving, shit.
Mm-hmm.
The people who was paying to move themselves in a pickup truck, they didn't have the money. But I never made $30 an hour before in my life. So $30 an hour to me was a lot. I'm paying my helper $10 an hour. I'm keeping 20, and every job giving us a $20, $30 tip. So the $10 I'm paying him an hour, by the end of the
Mm-hmm.
day, I'm just giving him my tips. I'm paying him pretty much with my tips. But the point that I'm trying to make is, every single phone call that came in, I took it. Even on the phone, on the ride home, hey, my movers didn't show up. Can you
Mm-hmm.
come? Please come. I'm halfway to the crib. I turned that truck right back around and took my ass right back up north. You
Mm-hmm.
see what I'm saying? Because I was hungry, I didn't have nothing. You see what I'm saying? So all that money, I needed it all. I needed it all. Even when I got
Right.
into the first box truck, I needed all. I needed all. You see what I'm saying? That's why when I scaled up and then I became a real business guy. Listen, the guys that I had working for me, I needed all. Y'all gotta work. They could never say, listen, you ain't out here. Cause I'm the reason why you here is because I was out there.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't be here if I wasn't out there. The reason I got this warehouse, this 12 by 60 trailer, all these goddamn trucks, is because I was out there.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? All day and half the night. I wasn't turning nothing away. And that's why I can sit here years later comfortably and talk the way I talk. You don't hear
Right.
me stumbling and fumbling like when you heard Buddy talk. Everything I say is confident. My chest is out. My chin is up, because everything I'm telling you is facts. A lot of people, I don't think they got that dog in them. You gotta have that dog.
Right.
It's worse now.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't that much competition back then like that. It was a lot. It was people in the space, but not like it is now because the times have changed. People's mentalities have changed. A lot of people don't want to work. A lot of people don't want to work for other people. A lot of people don't want to work for companies. Everybody wants to be their own boss. Everything now is more be your own boss. We're in a be your own boss society. So now that's created more competition, right? So the
Mm-hmm.
dog that I was then, people now they gotta be twice that dog now.
Right.
And now with immigration, now you gotta be twice that dog and be competitive because you got people undercutting you on the price. See, back then there was still some consistency as
Mm-hmm.
far as the rates were concerned. It wasn't too much undercutting. You might have somebody you charge 75, you might have some people charging 65 or 55. It's 2023 and you got people charging 55, 65. That's unheard of. An
Right.
hour for two guys, 85 an hour for three guys.
Yeah.
So a lot of the thing is, I think a lot of people don't have the money because they coming in, they want to start at a certain point. But it's just like I said in that video, people have
When
box
you
truck
say they
dream
don't have the
and
money, I mean,
cargo.
when you say they don't have the money, right? Because if somebody have a cargo van, right, let's say a cargo van, right?
Here's the thing, Kurt. If you coming
Uh-huh.
into the space and you just got enough money to get in, that's not enough. I say it all the time. If you got just enough to get in, if you got just enough to get in, that's not enough.
Mm-hmm.
It's not enough. So it has to come to a point where you got to be honest with yourself. I didn't have no money. I worked my way up. I built my way up. Each time I took a
Mm-hmm.
step up, right? I was afforded that step from the work that I put in to push me up. The work was already there. I didn't come in up here and then had to go look for the work and then figure it out. I started here, built up my bread. Well, you know what? We getting all these calls. We could cut some time with a box truck. Got a box truck. That consistency was still there. People were paying the money. But I'm still getting more. I can only do 3, 4 moves a day, but I'm getting 7, 8 calls a day. All right, I'll get
Right.
another box truck. Let me pull these two guys off the block, putting them on 3 moves a day, still getting calls. I can run another
Right.
truck, pull 2 more guys off the block. But now I'm like, damn, we getting two bedrooms. Now I got to pull some more guys because I need to put 3 guys on the truck, get some more guys off the block, turn it
Mm.
into a real business.
Right.
Then Dynamics called me. I go there, they introduced me to Final Mile. Whoa, I can create a whole nother business, and you mean to tell me you're gonna pay me a guaranteed rate just to deliver this shit, this little shit? And we up here
Mm-hmm.
moving pianos and gun safes up 3 flights of stairs. Sign me up.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But that level of work ethic is a combination of not being honest with yourself, not having the capital, and not having that dog. I don't want to hear about I've been out since 7 and it's 4 o'clock. Okay, it's still opportunity out here.
Right.
You got to work hard so that you can chill out later. See, I don't got to do shit now. I'm chilling. Kurt, me and you talk all throughout the day. What I be doing?
You call me this
Nothing.
morning. You call me this morning 6:30. Tell me you just done finished jogging.
See what I'm
Asking me
saying?
if I'm awake. If I'm awake.
Yeah. Messing with him at 6 in the morning. I'm jogging.
Oh
Man, you see what I'm
man.
saying? So listen, listen.
Yeah,
If
it's
you
crazy.
want it, if you
You gotta
want it, you
go
gotta
get it.
go get it.
You gotta
So
go get it. And as far as the money, I mean, I just look at Indeed and I just type in cargo van owner operator, and there's just different jobs there that you can, you can start off over there being an owner operator with cargo vans. I mean, back in you can go on Craigslist. There's stuff there you can do personal move whatever. People need stuff move around. I mean, they got apps now and all of that stuff. So you're right. But like you said, the drive and the dog, I don't think a lot of people got that nowadays. I think it's people maybe got something to do with the with the internet. Maybe you
Mm,
got something to do with the internet. Maybe it's the
I
social media, you know.
I think technology has made people somewhat lazy, but here's the thing: if you want to be a business owner, like a guy messaged me last week, it was either a DM or he put something in the comments like, "Yeah, man, watching your content is really inspiring, man. I want to leave my job and start my business so I can spend more time with my family." And I didn't even respond to it because I didn't want to tell him, like, dude, if you're leaving your job to start a business and you think when you start the business you're gonna spend more time with your family, you're gonna be spending less time with your family.
You're gonna
I just
spend
didn't
less
have the
time.
I just didn't have the heart to tell him that.
Yeah, you spend less time.
You're gonna spend less time. Especially if you're
Hmm.
trying to build something centered around a box truck.
Yeah,
You're gonna spend
yeah.
less time.
Less to no time. Yep,
Right.
less
So see,
time.
because the thing with your job is at 5 o'clock, they're gonna kick you up out of there. They don't want you to get. They ain't gonna want to give you no overtime. You start at 9, you off at 5.
Uh
They
huh.
kicking you out the door, right? When you got this business, you working because it's your job to make sure that business is successful. That business
Right.
is not going to be successful unless you make it successful.
Make you say, yeah, and then with the success that comes with it, now you can put aside the time that you want to play around with your family. You want to go
But
to
but
take them to the park, but
that
that
takes
take years,
years.
right?
That
That
takes
take years
years.
to build,
Those
right?
initial beginning phases, those
Uh huh.
early days, is a lot
Yeah,
of
yeah.
time, a lot of blood, a lot of sweat,
A
a
lot of
lot of
sweat.
tears, a lot of
Yep.
hurt, a lot of pain, a lot of disappointments,
Mm-hmm.
disappointing people. You see what I'm
Yep.
saying?
That's gonna lead you to
Disappointing
this
people.
point now where you can sit down and be like, okay, cool. I wanna relax and do this, that, and the third. But it's a lot of stuff you got to put in. A lot of stuff.
A lot of
He,
time.
it's crazy because I know people who couple who work together in New York that work together an opposite time. Like the wife home, the husband work in the husband home, and they do two different jobs.
Hmm.
And it's like people they live their life like that for years and never really accomplish the time that they really want, because working is about accomplishing, you know paying off your house, your car, your whatever you got, and paying down your bills so you can have more free time. But I find, especially in America, a lot of the things that you get in America, your car, your house, your stuff like that, is like it keep you working. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
we go back to that guy that has his job that he's trying to leave, because the system is set up where you always got to do that 9 to 5. It's like you're always playing catch up. It's always better to get a to get your own business and then move from there. But once you get that, you got to understand that the time you were giving those 9 to 5 people, you got to double or triple that time. You see what
Hmm.
I'm saying? So that way you can really start to cut those bills down, pay off your car, pay off your mortgage, pay off this. You get what I'm saying? And then you will start to see 5, 6 years later down the line, you're gonna start to see those free time start to approach. By your 10th year, you can say, okay, I'm good. You know what I mean? But it takes a lot of work. It
It
takes a
takes a lot
lot
of
of
work.
work.
Takes a lot of
You
work.
know what I mean?
I didn't scale aggressively how I scaled in 4 years by not busting my ass. It was a
Oh
lot of
yeah.
work. It was a lot of
5 o'clock
time.
in the morning, 4 o'clock in the
F-
morning, coming
early.
from Connecticut, coming from Boston. Sleep is like draining your high. Stop at a rest area. Say you're gonna lie down for 30 minutes, wake up back, it's daylight.
So,
It's crazy. So, I wake
y'all
up in
got.
Connecticut one morning. I lie down. I was coming from Boston. I wake up at the rest area,
Mhm.
and I park next to the fire, because the fire line thing, and I wake up with a ticket on my windshield. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? So you got to do is a lot of stuff you got to do, man, and it's a lot of people are just, I don't know. It's I don't know if they're not built for that, but
I, I
it's a lot of work you got to
I
put in.
I think everybody is built for it, but they gotta find that shit somewhere in them. Some people. Some people. I think the people who excel the most are people who got their back against the wall. You know, I see people who are in back against the wall situation
Mhm.
excel more than people who have some level of comfortability. You see what I'm saying? I think I think a lot of people look at a lot of people's stories,
Mhm.
and they want what other people have achieved. And I'm talking about the people who really done this shit, not people who tell you you can make $30,000 in 2 days or whatever the video you said you watched.
Mhm.
I'm talking about people that really done this shit, and they want that, but that work ethic that it takes to acquire that, and that timetable, that time frame, you can't cheat it. You can't cheat the system. You can't cheat the time. It's going to take time, and it's going to take
Mhm.
work. There's no way around it. You chose an industry that requires labor. All right. This is not, something where you sit and you code for 7 or 8 months, and then you code this app and you take it to Google, or you take it to Apple, or you take it to one of these big tech companies, and you sell it before you even launch it, because you're just a genius, and you got
Mhm.
you just can code really well, and you built the next whatever, and they rather buy it from you for $100 million now before they have to buy it from you for $1 billion later, because it's just that good.
Right.
If you're not that smart, you're not a genius like that, then you
Yeah.
chose this box trucking. So whether you're doing OTR, requires labor. It requires a lot of driving.
Mhm.
It requires a lot of driving. You may not have to lift nothing,
Mhm.
but you're gonna be driving your ass off. All right. If you chose curbside, you're gonna be driving. You're gonna be hopping on the back of that truck. You'll be climbing up to say, you're gonna be flipping that lift gate down. You're gonna be
Mhm.
grinding up. You're gonna be pumping that pallet jack. You're gonna be pulling it. You're gonna be putting it on the lift
You
gate,
gonna
making
you gonna
sure you
put
put
you gonna put it
you
in the
so
dock, and they
you
gonna
gonna
you
put
they
on
go.
you gonna do all that. If you do final mile curbs, big and bulky, you know what you're gonna be doing. If you do
Oh
moving, you
man.
know what you're gonna be doing. Like, listen, every day when I first started, every day I would come home sore, tired, beat to
Sore.
shit.
Oh
Wake up in
man.
the morning, I get in the bed, maybe 12, 1 o'clock, have to get back up at 6. I'm stiff. The
But
hardest
let me
part is
ask you
getting up.
this. Yeah, let me ask you this. You remember those days where you would go home, you would come from your job, right? You're
Yeah.
sore. You would come
Uh-huh.
home like 9 o'clock in the night, and then have to get up 5 in the morning. You remember those morning ache that you have to get up, but still have to get up and go to work?
Yeah. So it'll ache in the morning, but once you get to that first job and you start moving and you start lifting,
Uh-huh.
your body. See, once the thing is, once you get to a point with the moving where you just turn numb.
Yeah.
So once I got to that point, once I got up in the morning, I got going, I got to that first job and I started
Mm-hmm.
lifting, I'm numb now. I'm numb. It's go time. What's up?
Yeah.
I'm in dog mode.
Mm-hmm.
I'm numb. I'm dog
Yeah.
mode. I'm hitting stairs. I'm doing it all.
Right,
Because guess
right.
what? At the end of that move, I'm counting. It's 75 an hour, $75
Right.
truck fee. I'm paying him
Right, right,
$10 an
right.
hour. I'm counting the money. I'm
Right,
counting the
right.
money. All right, this was 4 hours. That's 75 times 4 plus 75.
Right,
I
right.
need that. On to the next one. Hey,
Mark
smart, we
was
on the way. You
you
ready?
were aggressive
You
about
ready?
your money.
Man, I need it. Kirk, I need that. I need it. So I'm on my way to the
Oh
next one.
man.
I'm counting that money. At the end of the day, I'm paying them. I'm taking that shit home. I got
Right,
three
right.
shoe boxes. I'm putting that shit in the shoe. I filled up one shoe box. I got another shoe box. Now I'm working on my third shoe box. My mom like, you
Right,
gonna have to put
right.
that. You gonna have to put that in the bank. You ain't
Oh
finna have all that
man.
money in this house. I'm like, Mom, look, I'm running it up.
Right.
Running it up wasn't the word. Yeah, I forgot what I told her back then. I'm saying I'm stacking this bread or something. I must have told her back
Right, right,
then.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
yeah, that money wasn't no issue. I'm making money. I just didn't have no time. But I'm glad I didn't have no time, because that
Right.
allowed me not to spend no money. See, when I
Mm-hmm.
got off at the end of the day, it wasn't nothing to do but come home.
Right.
Listen, I'm working like a dog. I'm eating fast food, but I'm not getting no bigger because I'm running up. I'm talking about my shirt drenched. I'm talking, I can take my
Mm-hmm.
shirt off and wring it. and
Mm-hmm.
fill up a cup of sweat.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You see what I'm saying?
Now I remember those days, man.
So
I
starting
remember
from
those
a
days.
pickup truck and starting from a pickup truck, and I know this story. It's a rags to riches story, and it's the truth. I've had people robbed and came on here and told y'all. I got
Mm-hmm.
some other people that's going to. I called Ron last week on the fly and just let him run off at the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So
For those guys who don't
f-
know
f-
Ron was the guy that we called last week that cursed Mark out.
yeah, yeah. And I went by there yesterday too, and I pulled
You
up to
gave him
his
the
truck.
$500.
He didn't get out the truck. See, he probably was in the truck sleep. Listen,
Oh
I
man.
honked the horn. He didn't get out the truck, so I'll try again next weekend. All right. So shit, I went. Should I call Ron now? Let's fuck with Ron.
No,
Uh,
leave
Hold
Ron
on.
alone, man.
Leave him alone.
Yeah,
All right.
we got somebody in the comment want to ask us a question. It's if you look at the chat, it's LL. You can put it up on your screen over there. Yeah, but these
What?
guys like to mess with Ron, man. Go to
What?
go to LL.
It said Mark and Kirk. Do y'all see me? That's the question. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
all
see
the
you.
way up, all the way up, all the way up.
Is there any way I can contact one of you brothers for guidance? I'm tired of putting money in brothers' pocket and get messed over and been doing this for 8 years. What do you mean money in brothers' pocket? What you been paying for coaching or
I
something
don't
with
know.
mentorship?
Um, I don't
What do you
know.
mean putting money in brothers' pockets? I'm just gonna drop the link, man.
Drop the link and let him come on and see if he can explain. But yeah, I mean it's a lot. It's a lot. So yeah, I mean you gotta work, man. You gotta work and
And that's
thank
why
God
I don't
I
feel bad for nobody because I did the work. I'm just not sitting up here telling people what it
mm-hmm,
takes and just telling you that. I'm telling you that because
mm-hmm,
I'm done. I've done. I'm a testament. I'm a
mm-hmm,
testimony of what you know doing the work is get you. Yeah, your body gonna be banged up. I done fell off a truck a couple times. I done threw my shoulder out a few times. I threw my shoulder out last year. Last
mm-hmm,
year is when I said, you know what? I can't kill myself. I'm gotten too old. I can't do it. At the end of last year, I said, me
mm-hmm.
personally, I can't do it no more. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
I had to get back on the truck during the pandemic. I hadn't been on the truck in 7 years.
right.
You see what I'm saying? But I'm a testament to what it takes. You know what I'm saying? I done bang my body up. I done beat my body up. I done
Mm-hmm,
and I still look good. I don't look like I'm 43. You see what I'm
right.
saying? But you gotta work hard, man. You gotta work hard,
You
man.
gotta work hard. Yeah. A lot of people you gotta work hard. A lot of people don't want to work hard and it's crazy. You gotta work hard. You gotta put in that work if you want to make that money and have that
Yeah.
free time. So now now you said we set it up where, pretty much we do whatever we want, man. We do whatever we want. We set our own schedule, set our own time, but it's a lot of work, it's a lot of time you gotta put in. You know what I mean? And I remember when I first started, it's just it it was just a lot of time on the road, a lot of time on the road. You know what I mean? A lot of time on the road, and if you're not if you're not accustomed to it, when we go to Bob's Furniture, it's the same thing. We used to go to Bob's Furniture 4:30 in the
Mm-hmm.
morning. We got to be
Mm-hmm.
in the warehouse by 5 o'clock. And the way Bob's used to work is, if the driver show up before the driver and the helper got to walk in at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Because we used to deal with this guy over there that was, crazy in the head and just run the place like with an iron fist. You know what I mean? So, but we get it done until one day my buddy said, "I'm not doing this no more. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not leaving my job to come and work as an independent contractor to feel like I'm working for somebody." You know what I mean? So we quit Bob's Furniture. So yeah, you gotta put the work in. You gotta put the work in. You know.
Yeah, I guess LL probably left. I don't know, but yeah, I
Okay.
dropped the link. Mark Kirk, that meet and greet in Atlanta. I know y'all don't want to, but set it up. I don't know, man. You gotta talk to Kirk. Kirk
The
be,
meet and greet. So,
Kirk 1 minute is one thing, the next minute is another thing. So
I
I'm
mean, we'll meet up. We meet up in Atlanta. See, all right. Here's the thing with me. Let's talk about me. Let's talk about me and the way I view things. I don't. It don't matter to me about meeting and greeting. It don't matter to me about showing up and all of that stuff because anywhere I'm gonna go, I'm not gonna leave. I'm never. I'm See. I'm from Jamaica. I don't leave. I don't ever let my guard down. You see what I'm saying? I don't ever let my guard down. So meeting up and doing all that stuff, it don't matter to me. I can show up in Atlanta, wherever. You know what I mean? But as long as people come on support, whether it's Arizona, whether it's wherever we go, I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? Um, it don't matter to me, really. You know what I mean? I just think that a lot of people that support us, I just want to see the support extend more. Where even if we start to do meet and greet, we get those support also. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm a fire. I'm gonna first to say I'm a fire. I'm a troublemaker. I'm a fire. Some people like me, some people don't like me. Some people like my views, some people don't like my views. I'm the first to tell you, like, I'm a troublemaker. You get what I'm saying? But I think that's just me in general. I just like to start trouble. That's it. You get what I'm saying? But as far as helping people out and talking to people, yeah, I'm genuine when it comes on to that. You know what I mean? Because I really want to see people strive. You know, um, I can buy somebody a cargo van next season and put them in a cargo van and help them to get where they want. You get what I'm saying? But then I might get pushback from Mark because they might just say the wrong thing. And then Mark kill their career. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
I'm a cool guy. Behind the scene, I'm a cool guy. A lot of people don't know this about me. You get what I'm saying? Mark is more tough than me when it comes on to business. Like, I'm more relaxed. Like, I'll give a lot of people, like, I'll flip the coin, and even if it's not head, or if they say it's tail and it's head, I'll still give them. All right, man, you got it, bro. Go ahead, man. You get what I'm saying? Mark is like, no, man, you never win. You know what I mean? But I think a lot of people behind the mic and the computer, I mean, whatever it is, I'm really a cool guy. You know what I mean? I said a lot of stuff that people don't like, but if you get to know me, you know, I really want to see people successful. You know what I mean? So yeah. You know what I mean? I think
mm-hmm.
LL I think LL I think I see him back in the chat.
Yeah, but he didn't answer the question. So I mean, we asked him the question. I mean, he said, "Is there any way I can connect one of you brothers for guidance? I'm tired of putting money into other brothers' pockets and getting messed over, and been doing this for 8 years. You gotta let us know what he's talking about. I don't. He gotta let us know what he's talking about.
Yeah, if you
So
want to the link, LL, it's in the chat.
I
Just troll
dropped
up
it.
back
It's
to
in the
me.
chat. I'll drop it one more time. So
Yeah. What about you with the meet and greet? You cool with that?
yeah, I said Arizona first because I was going that way anyway. So might as well do it while I'm out there. So I
Mm-hmm.
I just here's the thing. I don't want to do a meet and greet if people not gonna show up. I don't want to waste my time.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not gonna be free. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right,
it's
right.
not gonna be free. You know what I'm saying? And
Because you gotta
it's
pay
not
for people. You gotta
because
pay
I
for
gotta I
people
gotta
to show
pay.
up.
I have to pay.
Mm-hmm.
for things to be in order. So I don't mind doing some stuff, just paying
Mm-hmm.
for it. But if I'm gonna go to the West Coast, the East Coast, the South, and the Midwest and do it, it's got to be like anybody else's meet and greet. I can't shortchange. I just can't
Mm-hmm.
fund everything. You know what I'm saying? So it's got to be a fee, and
Yeah, it's got to be a fee, and people got to
people
show
gotta
up.
come. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
plan it out, get a venue, do all that stuff, and make sure all that stuff is in order, and then nobody shows up. So
yeah, because
that
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 that's
that.
that's really gonna cost us. Really, that's
Hmm.
really gonna cost us, and we're gonna put, we're gonna put all the time and effort and all the funds in that. So yeah, people really got to show up. You know what I
You know
mean?
what I'm
I
saying?
think people will show up. If you got the Wise Man podcast and tour,
See, it's a risk because I've never done it before, so it's not like this is something I've done. It's
you
just
got to
like
test it out. I mean, you
yeah,
say you're
you
gonna
gotta
do
test it up.
Arizona, you got to test it out, see what it's like, and then you do a next city, and then you just keep moving. You got to start at somewhere. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
You got to start at somewhere. So you got to do it, man. If it's 5 people show up, you got to just show love and
But
support.
that's what I'm saying because I've already talked to a few venues, and I'm like, damn, I don't want to get a venue that's too big, but then again, I don't want to get a venue that's too small. I
I
got a lot
think
of
I,
people
I
from
think the
Chicago.
best thing I think the best thing you should do is make the flyer.
well,
Make the flyer and put the ticket on sale, and then you book the venue.
I got a lot of people from Chicago that live out in Arizona, so I got them working on it. So they working
Right.
on it. It's a spot called the Monarch. They keep telling me
Mm-hmm.
about the Monarch or something like that. So I
The
gotta call
Monarch.
them. I gotta call the Monarch tomorrow and
Mm-hmm.
um and see what type because they told me that they got a multi. The Monarch has like a few different options of rooms. They got like a upstairs, downstairs, something like that. So I'm gonna call them tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna see what they say as far as a venue and then go from there. So I'm working on it.
And then we're gonna be in Texas. We're gonna do Texas.
Uh so the way I'm thinking, maybe we do a West Coast, an
Uh-huh.
East Coast, a down south, and a Midwest. So obviously the West Coast, I'm not going to LA. I ain't going to
No, we're
LA.
not
So
going to LA.
if the people from LA want to come to Arizona, you welcome to come to. Listen,
No, we're not going to
I'm not
LA.
going to LA. Y'all, they wilding out. Y'all say they wilding in Chicago. They really wilding out in LA. See, I can deal with Chicago. You see what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
I'm born and raised here. But that shit that I'm looking at in LA, I'm like, bro, that shit is like
Mm-hmm.
revelations or some shit. Like that shit look like the last days going on out there, man. I'm not going to LA. I'll go to Arizona. So the LA people could come. They come to
Mm-hmm.
Arizona, man. It's a hop, skip, and a jump. The Nevada people could come to Arizona. So we're gonna do Arizona, Scottsdale, Phoenix, Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
Then we probably gonna swing Midwest. We know where we doing it at for the Midwest. We're gonna do it in
Right.
Chicago for the Midwest. We'll probably do Philadelphia for the East Coast,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll probably do. We probably gonna have to do two in the South. So we probably do one in Atlanta that'll cover
Mm-hmm.
Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina, Alabama, maybe Tennessee. So
Mm-hmm.
Tennessee people can come to Chicago. They can do Chicago or Atlanta, and then Georgia, and then we'll probably do one in Texas. But I kind of Texas. I heard Texas is on fire, and not on fire that way. I'm talking
You
about on
thought?
fire another way. I
What do you
heard they
mean?
run around down there like the Itchy and Scratchy show down there in Texas.
Oh,
Hey man, I
gotta
don't know
talk to
what's going
Peppy.
on down there.
You gotta
In
talk to
Texas,
Peppy.
they saying Houston like the new Atlanta, Itchy and Scratchy show going on down there, man.
Yeah,
I
yeah. You
don't
gotta
know.
talk. You gotta talk to Peppy. Maybe
So
we could ask seriously, and maybe we could bring him up and ask him. He's from Texas.
yeah. I mean, if we do Texas, probably I probably Probably try to plan it in Dallas, not Houston. Houston's
No,
too
you
much
can't
going
do.
on in Houston.
Yeah, you
I'll
can't
probably do
do. I would.
Dallas.
Yeah, Dallas would be a better area.
Probably do Dallas.
Yeah, Dallas would be nice.
Cause I
Yeah.
got people in Dallas.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got people in Dallas.
You said scratchy and itchy.
Itchy and scratchy.
Itchy and scratchy.
He said, man, that them numbers is going up through the roof, man. Itchy and Scratchy show. They talking about Houston to New Atlanta. Gotta be careful
Hmm.
down there, man. Gotta be careful down
But
there.
wouldn't you? But what about Pennsylvania? You wouldn't come to Pennsylvania?
I said Philly.
Oh yeah, you gotta come to Philly, man.
I said Philly. East Coast. I said Philly. New York gonna be too. The New York people can come to Philly. It's gonna be too hard. You living out there in PA, so that would be your,
Yeah, so
that'd
New
be your
York,
your
New York,
job
New
to.
Jersey, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, and Philly people, and then people from DC, Delaware. Those people can drive
They can
up.
come. Then Chicago, you got all the Cleveland people, the Indiana people, the Wisconsin people, the Indiana people, the
Yeah,
Iowa
Cleveland.
people, and then maybe Arkansas and
Mm-hmm.
St. Louis, Missouri, and maybe Memphis. Memphis people can come from Tennessee. People can come either here or they can go to
You gotta watch out. You gotta watch
Atlanta.
them. You gotta watch them Memphis people, man. They be tweaking too.
They ain't gonna
They
come
be
up here and
they be
tweet.
they
They
be
ain't gonna
itch,
come up
they
here and
be
tweet.
itchy and scratchy.
No, they ain't gonna come up here. They ain't gonna come up here and tweet.
Oh
Hey,
man.
hey, they come up.
Hey, did I
People
ever
come.
told you? Did I ever told you what happened to me in Memphis, Tennessee? I never shared a story with you in Memphis, Tennessee one night when I was coming through.
No, what happened?
Oh man, this happened about, I would say about about maybe about, I don't know. I would say maybe 2 months ago. I was rolling through Memphis, Tennessee, coming to downtown, and I hit this. I don't remember. I was coming to Pennsylvania. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
This dude, he has a car. The lane was merging, and with a semi.
Hmm.
I guess because I never let him pass or the lane merge, he was upset. So he started to flash his light and come in front of the truck and start to act crazy, right? Brake checking me. But you know me, I'm coming through Memphis. I don't be. See, one of the things that I learned with the semi, a lot of people scared of the semi. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Like they scared of the truck, the size of the truck and the way it looks. You get what I'm saying? Because it's a big unit. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And the dude driving behind me acting a fool, and uh next thing I know, the dude come beside of me all the way to the right, and he had a gun in his hand.
What you do? Pull out your hammer? What you do? What you do? Pull out your hammer?
So he had a gun in his hand, but because I was doing 70, I go into the center lane because he's the 3 lane. So I was in the far left lane, and I saw him, and I go in the center lane. As soon as I go in the center lane, he went back to the back of the trailer. See what
Hmm.
I'm saying?
Okay.
Because once I go in the center lane, the next move is mama is gonna be on the phone ordering a coffin for
All right, man.
him. But seriously, he had a gun pointed because he felt like I cut him off. What I
Yeah, I
do,
mean,
pull out my armor? No, I don't pull armors out when I'm driving that semi.
um, road rage is real. Road rage is real.
Once I get that semi into position and I swing that crop left or right, it's over for him.
Hmm.
So Memphis people be tweaking.
Well, I mean, road rage is real. They do that shit up here all the time. It's always people getting shot for road
He
rage or
he
arrested for
he
road
couldn't
rage.
but see, he couldn't shot me because I'm in a semi. I'm moving and I'm in a bigger unit, so he can't get a he's not getting a
Oh
good
Lord.
position.
All right, man. All right, man. All right.
But yeah, I think LL
All right.
wanted to ask a question, man. He put a next was it a question?
He said, "What about Delaware?" He's talking about for coming. I don't know. We gonna do one place at a time. First place up is the West Coast. We're going to Phoenix, Scottsdale. I went
Uh-huh.
to some club when I was out there a few months ago. It was a decent little club. I forget the name of it. It was a
Phoenix.
no, I was in Scottsdale. It was in Old Town. I
I
stayed in
wasn't
Old
I
Town.
was in Scottsdale when I went there the last time. That's in the suburb.
I stayed at the Talking Stick Resort. I'll never stay there again.
Talking
But
stick.
I yeah, the Talking Stick Resort. I
But they got a lot of
uh
white chicks down there, right? You don't have
so
a lot of
what so basically what's down there is it's a lot of I don't know what they is. They're like bronze. They like mixed or
Mhm,
some shit. But what I noticed down there in Arizona, it's like they could be white, but maybe they got a deep tan or something because it's so sunny, or they'll be like mixed. But I
mhm,
noticed a lot of chicks down there, they got the big lips. They got the lip fillers. They got the
mhm,
lip fillers, and that a lot of the chicks who not black, they white or they might be mixed. It's
mhm,
like they all got a black dude. So like you'll see chicks walking through the mall with the big lips and they got a
mhm.
black dude. It's like the black dude is like the trophy for them down there, you know.
Mm.
So I noticed that, that a lot of the white chicks got black dudes, but it's a
So
lot of mixed chicks.
a lot of
I
mixed
can't
girls
tell
come from
yeah,
California, you think?
I can't tell if they mix or if they just Hispanic or if they black and white, but they like
Mm,
all got like curly hair and like bronze skin and they all got the
mhm,
big lips, the lip fillers. They look good. They all look good. You know what I'm
mhm,
saying? But I remember that Sunday I was down there. We went to a club, and see, we just from Chicago. We just ignorant. We ghetto, and we walking through the club. We get into the spot. It was a day party, and there was some chicks standing by the bar. And this guy from Chicago, he lived down there, so he was kind of taking us around there. I was down there visiting one of my other homies that had just moved down there, so the chick didn't want to move out the way because we trying to get to the bar. So like, here, you know, it's a thing that, if a person step on your foot, you say excuse me, because nobody want no confrontation. But I know it's there, they're a little bit more, they not they they just kind of like goofy a little bit. I'm not trying to say they goofy, but we kind of like aggressive. So the one person was leading the way and we pushing through the spot trying to get to the bar, and he tell her, man, excuse me, and she just stood there like, no, I'm not moving, I'm watching the fight or whatever was on the game.
mhm.
Man man he just went off on the chick, man, called her all type of bees. Don't you know who I am? That's the thing here, we say, man, you don't know who I am. You tell you but you don't know who he said, man, you don't know who I am, B.
Why do you
Man,
guys do that, man?
tear this,
Why do you guys
tear
like
this,
to tell people where you're from?
tear this bitch up. So she looking like she ain't never seen nobody get, because this is a man. This is like a grown ass
Why
man
why
talking
do
to
y'all
this
like to
girl.
tell people that? You from
Uh,
Chicago, you know who I am, you know who I click with. Like, why do y'all do that?
I don't know. It's just a thing. But she was so confused. She didn't know what the hell was going on. She didn't
So
know
she
why
move
she
out
was
the
be.
way.
She didn't know why she was getting called all these bees.
So you stand there
Yeah, she moved out the
you
way.
stand there and allow that, Mark.
Man, that shit ain't got nothing. That ain't my business. I wasn't right there. I was like 4 people behind. We pushing through.
Oh man.
See, here when you pushing through, people will step out your way. People will move out your way because everybody here, is
Right.
avoiding the conflict. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Because it'll go up. But there, I noticed like people are just, because even I had to catch myself. The first night I was there was a dude just
Mm-hmm.
dancing all goofy, not knowing, he's just being free, having a good time. And here you can't do that. You can't be bumping into people here. So
I noticed
man,
I noticed that when I was in the club with you in Chicago. Like even
right.
when let me show you how serious these guys in Chicago, right? So me and Mark is in the when we went in the club, right? And dude they're just standing up like, like
Yeah,
profiling, right?
yeah, don't
And
nobody.
so I remember when I turned my camera, one of the dude was like, "You a YouTuber?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Oh, so you on YouTube?" You know what I mean? It's like the way he says this is like, "Oh, all right, all right." Like if I wasn't on YouTube, like it would have been a fight.
It might have
You
been.
know?
He might not want you to be on camera. He might be on. He might be on house arrest. He might have cut his band off. He might be,
Right.
he might be a fugitive. He might be on the run. Anything. You never know. You know what I'm saying? You never know. But I had to catch myself that first night
Man, this
when I
man.
was down and went out, because man, dude was just steady bumping into me. So I like, bro, man, pay attention. He was like, man, what? I'm just dancing. Like, I'm like, bro, you bumping all into me, bro. Like, you finna, I got this shit, I got that shit on, dude. I'm not trying to spill this shit. I don't want you to bump into me and I'm got this shit on, bro. Like, so he looking at me crazy, my homie, like, bro, like, they out here. They don't, they don't do that like back at home, man. They kind
Right.
of free. So I'm like, man, but I'm just observing and I'm just
You
looking at
gotta
people.
watch where
Just
you walk, where you down there,
no,
right?
I'm right. No, but see, I'm used to watching where I walk anyway because it's just natural. Like
Right.
you try to avoid stuff, but I'm just paying attention. I'm just looking around. I'm just looking at people bump into each other like they just don't. It's just people get to drink and get drunk and they don't have that situational awareness. You know what I'm saying? They just don't
Right,
have
right.
that. They just free. You know what I'm saying? Whereas here, drunk, not drunk, that awareness is still there. Yo, I
Yeah, I
stepped.
noticed that when we
My
was in
my bad, dog.
Chicago,
My bad, big dog.
you
I stepped. My fault, dog. You know what I'm saying? Man, that's all
yeah,
good,
I
little homie.
noticed that in Chicago, you were preventing us from getting drunk.
Yeah, I was preventing y'all from getting drunk because
You
you
didn't
wanted to
you
stay
didn't
out,
want
and
us
I'm
to
like,
get drunk.
no,
You
no,
didn't
you
want
could
us
get
to get
drunk.
drunk, and you
No, that
didn't want
wasn't
us to
it.
go smell the
No,
place.
y'all got drunk. I had one drink and I stopped drinking because had to make sure y'all was straight. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't gonna leave y'all. Y'all might have got
Yeah,
sized
Terrence
up or
was drunk.
anything.
You buy
Right.
Terrence a lot of drink. Terrence locked me out out the hotel. He locked me
Oh
out of the
yeah.
room. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So you make him drunk because you were buying him drink from the pizza spot.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. But no, I was just making sure y'all was straight. You know what I'm saying? That's all. So,
Yeah. So
you just got to be careful here. You got to be aware. At all times. And I just saw that in Arizona, like they just free out there. They'll step on your foot. They don't care. They won't say excuse me. I'm like, bro, you ain't gonna say excuse me. I'm just dancing, man. Like, bro, you stepped on my foot, bro. You gotta say excuse me, like, cause I grabbed him. I'm like, man, you. I'm like, bro, you. He like, man, I'm just dancing. I'm like, bro, you
you
goofy in the
can't go.
motherfucker. I'm just like, bro, you just can't be like,
But
I
Mark,
ain't here. Like, I'm just gonna, huh?
you from Chicago. You from Chicago.
Yeah,
You
but
went
I
to
had to,
you went to
I,
turn the guy up because he
but
was having a
But
good
when I
time.
realized that, I just found me a little corner and stood in because
Oh
I
man.
didn't want to go through that for the rest of the night. And I just observed and just, that's just how they are out there. And then the next
Yeah.
day when we went to a day party, we pushing through the crowd, and
Hmm.
one of the homies that moved out there to live out there, the chick didn't want to move out the way. So, he was like,
In Jamaica with parties, like if you go to parties in Jamaica, they're like the same way, like in Chicago. Like
I've been to parties in
they'll
Jamaica.
yeah,
The,
they'll go off on you for stepping in them and
in
they'll,
Jamaica, see, when I went to Jamaica, everywhere I went, I made sure I had a section because they had this fire. They was lighting fire and shit. There was
hmm
fire going up. I'm like,
hmm
bro, I don't want my hair to catch on fire because they was just
yeah.
this fire. I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
why are they doing this with the fire for? Like, what's the purpose of that? Why they do that, Kirk?
When you're talking about when they light the thing like this, they
Yeah.
got the
What is that
the
for?
can with the fire.
Yeah, what is that for?
That's like just like if the music that the selector is playing that they like, it's kind of like like how you would have people like drop the emoji, it's like or drop the
That,
fire
that-
emoji, you know what I
that's
mean? The song,
dangerous though,
that's
man.
the
Like,
good,
why they do that?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That's all it is.
I went to
They like
Jamaica. They was
burning
doing
that
that
stuff. They like burning that. You know what is that? That's roach. That's roach spray. That's what they have in their
for real.
hand.
So they go to the club with roach spray.
With roach spray.
So would they
Yeah,
take the spray and then they put a lighter under and they just
yeah, they spray it because it's flammable. So when
right?
any flammable spray that you have, you use a lighter. Yeah.
Okay.
They use that for the dance, but if you mess with the wrong guy, they're gonna
Torch you.
light your ass with it too.
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
So
so
yeah,
yeah, they don't play with that stuff.
yeah. I
But
gotta
if you
get
look
back.
at if you look at a lot of the Jamaican stage show,
Uh huh.
like Junior Gang and those Ziggy Marley and all of those guys, like all of those big guys that have those big stage show, just look in the crowd. You'll see them have a lot of those sprays.
Yeah, I like Vibes Cartel.
Yeah.
You don't
Everybody
like?
like Vibes Cartel.
Yeah, I like Vibes Cartel. Um,
Yeah, Vibes Cartel is the top DJ, but he get himself into all different type of mess.
yeah,
He went
yeah.
he went to the wrong O block in Jamaica.
I heard he went to the right old block. I heard he knocked
Yeah,
off a
well he
bunch
well
of
he get
people.
well he get caught. So you gotta go to the O block where you don't get no caught. You don't get caught down there with that.
Well, the government turned on him, so, right? The
Yeah.
government
Yeah.
turned on him, right? So
Yeah, it's power getting too much. Yeah, it was so powerful that if he run for prime minister, he would get it.
mm-hmm.
Anytime an entertainer, that's why they get rid of like Bob Marley and all these entertainers. Even over here, if you look at Biggie and Tupac, like anytime a entertainer become powerful, where they got a mass of people that they like, if they want to run for mayor or
Mm-hmm.
any type of politics position, they'll make sure to get rid of them. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So they do that with him, but yeah, he's a very powerful guy.
Yeah, I like Vibes Cartel.
Yeah, he's in one of the most dangerous gang in Jamaica.
Yeah, I know. I heard. I
So yeah,
heard.
and it ain't the shower posse because you always talk about the shower posse.
Yeah, I know he ain't in the Shaw posse. Um,
Yeah.
he
So
with
yeah,
another gang. But yeah, man. So yeah,
yeah. So
season
season
one,
one, man. Season two is coming. What
season two coming.
do you think we should do for season two, man?
Uh, What's the same thing we do for season one? Just make it better. Better topics. Probably
Mm-hmm.
a little bit more structure. Keep it more structured. We
Mm-hmm.
come on, we need to keep it at probably 2 hours, maybe 2 hours.
Right. Right.
If we got to set a timer, just set a timer. We got to be more, just have more structure. So just come on, get to it. Maybe we might have to, it might be less interaction with the audience, but um, we gotta shorten them up some. We gotta shorten them up some. Um, and
Right.
then maybe more guests, maybe get some more people on, like from different parts of the industry, brokers, maybe get some more executives on.
Yeah, we're
I've been
definitely gonna bring some more guests.
Yeah, I've been trying to
Definitely
get
gonna do that.
different guests on, so from different parts of the industry, you know what I'm saying, to give you insight, maybe insurance brokers, shit like that. And then yeah, just keep pushing, because season two will take us into peak season. So obviously it'll be a lot to talk about in November and December.
Mm-hmm.
So season two will be good. I think season two will probably be better than season one, just because we'll be going into peak season, and I think a lot of people will be tuning in just to get our take, because I think people gonna be in for a rude awakening.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think people gonna be in for a rude awakening because I don't hear nobody talking about peak season. I don't hear nobody
Well, I
talking
don't
about
think
it.
no. You think peak season is coming back this year with Amazon?
Nah. Mm-mm. Because I mean, look, it's August. You would be seeing
Mhm.
signs of it now.
Right.
For as far as trucking is concerned, logistics, this is when you would start seeing peak season. This is peak
Right.
season for truckers. See,
Right.
people was looking at that 2021 shit. Like a lot of these guys that's coming into the space now, they see. Oh, all right, so look, that 2021 shit around Christmas time,
Mm-hmm.
that was volume freight. That wasn't. I can't even attribute that to peak season, right?
Right.
People, if that wouldn't have been December, that volume would have still been high anyway.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That volume would have still been high. It wouldn't have been as high as it was. There still was the Christmas element that was there, but that volume was still high. It was going to be high regardless. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? As far as peak season for truckers, you would start seeing that now. That freight normally comes in. The volume of freight that a trucker. Okay, so in order for it to be busy for the shit to be in the stores and the fulfillment centers and the warehouses by November, it has to move to get there.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? It has to get there. So the marine peak season is now. It has to
Right.
come over here. So the volume that you would see that needs to be moved by truck to go to terminals, to go to warehouses, to go to stores, you would start seeing that pick up now, September, October.
Right.
The ocean phase there wasn't no peak for the ocean. So if the volume doesn't come from overseas, right, to come here to move on a truck, you see what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
It's no peak season. This shit it's a process. It has to come from China. Most of the shit comes from China.
Have to come from China, get picked up by a truck, delivered to Amazon to go on a box truck, so it
Get
can
picked up
deliver in
by
a cargo
Get picked up
van
by a
and get
truck,
delivered to you. Yeah.
taken to a cargo, took to a train.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's getting picked up from the port by a truck, taken to a rail yard, which is intermodal. And then intermodal, it goes to different parts of the company, gets picked up by a truck, goes to a terminal. And then it goes on a truck and goes to the store or goes to a doorstep. But that process starts before November.
Right.
It starts in July. You start seeing those ships come in with a massive amount of freight for the holiday season.
Mm-hmm.
The port's been slow, real
Mm-hmm.
slow. So if the ports are slow in in July, and the ports are slow in August, that freight that goes on the train is moving during September. October it goes on a truck and gets moved to a terminal so that it can be in place by November. I don't understand why people don't understand this shit. Like I told people this shit last year and people were still talking about peak season. I said,
Right.
yo, the freight is here already. There's gonna be no peak season. If your truck ain't picked up no volume now, it's not gonna pick up in November or December. Like what? Like you're running middle mile.
Mm-hmm.
You're running middle mile. Your peak season is September and October.
Hmm.
Well, they just think the stuff is just gonna magically appear. It's just gonna pop up, and the pallets are gonna be there. The stuff has to come from somewhere in order to go on the truck to get moved. And it's slow right now. Ain't shit coming over by ship. Nothing.
Right.
Nothing. That's why I ain't gonna even waste my breath talking about it because I told people this shit last year, and people was crossing their fingers and praying to the freight gods and listening to these other people talk about getting ready for peak
Right.
season, licking my lips and all this goofball shit. Licking my lips and it's peak season, y'all. Y'all ready for this peak season? And I'm the only one like, hey, y'all ain't gonna see no peak season. What peak
Oh
season y'all gonna
man.
see? And here come November. It went from, man, you don't know, November 1st peak season start. November 1st came was crickets. Then they pushed
Mhm.
it back a week. November 15th peak season come. November 5th, I went live like, man, what's going on? Man, Black Friday peak season coming. Black Friday was, you would have thought it was January 1st at 7 a.m. The streets was dead.
Right.
And here we come December. Peak season is just gonna be a little late this year. Man, it's Christmas is tomorrow. What you still talking about peak season for? It's gonna be a little late. It's December 24th. You ain't seen peak season yet.
Mm-hmm.
So man, you gotta know how to read the industry.
Yes.
The
Vincent
way
is
the
asking. Vincent is asking. Is a 46 too old of an age to start a one-man final mile curbside business?
Nah, he could do it. You could do it. You got UPS people that's working 50 something. Got
Right.
FedEx people that's delivering at 50 something. You could do it. I ain't too
40.
old.
Why you say 46 old, man? 46 ain't old. 46 is young.
Yeah, he could do it. You know, 46, you should be able to move a pallet, you know?
Yeah, 46 is young.
Yeah, he good. But yeah, yeah, so I don't know, man. It's a wrap on season 1, man. I think that's it, man. Enjoy your vacation and where you going, London?
Yeah, man. We're going to London City.
Y'all leave this week. So y'all enjoy y'all vacation in London. And
I thought you was gonna send like 3 grand over, man, so I can do some shopping.
oh man, you got it. You got it, man.
Man, I ain't
I
got
don't, I
nothing.
don't, I
Why do
don't, I
y'all
don't,
think I got money in YouTube, man? Well, I don't know why people always say I got it. I ain't got it.
okay. Well, if
You got it. You ain't got
you
no
go,
kids.
yeah, you going to London for 2 weeks.
That don't mean
I'm
nothing.
shit. I
Man,
listen.
I've been saving for this from last year.
I know. You mean you
Yeah,
got it? You mean you got it? You got it to go. And
you
and
know.
you going for 2 weeks. That's 14
Let me.
days of hotel rooms. 14 days of eating out.
Uh-huh.
14-day car rentals. 14 days of just spending a lot of money. So shit, I ain't never been nowhere. The longest I've been out the country is
Man,
seven
for,
seven
for,
days.
for season one, man, you must can squeeze me at least. I must can come back with a Louis shoes and say, yeah, I get this from Mark.
Yeah, I don't take care of grown men. I don't take care of
You
grown
must can
men.
send me. You must can send me a cash up, man. Hit me in the cash up.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? If
don't,
I'd
I
known, I
don't,
would have asked the people in the cash up early on, man.
yeah, I don't
You know what I
take care of
mean?
grown. I don't take care of grown men. I'll buy like some Louis for like a chick or something. I'm dating, but
You ain't gonna buy no Louis for no chick, man.
boy, you
Now you
crazy.
talking cap. Now you talking cap.
Well, you know
You
how
ain't
much
buying no.
Louis. You know how many bags I done bought in my
Man,
lifetime,
please,
dog.
you ain't buying no girl no bag.
Shit,
You know what I mean?
shit,
Not you.
shit,
The way
shit.
you ain't buying no Louis bag, man.
Well, you crazy as hell.
But
I done
yeah,
bought
man.
plenty of bags. Yeah, man. So season 1 is a wrap. Season 1 is a wrap, man. Hope
We'll be
everybody
back.
enjoyed it. Appreciate y'all. Tune in to
Hmm.
season 2 coming soon. I gotta put a date out. Man, let's say what's the day? Let's see. Let's
What
say
day we're gonna come back?
September 1, 2, 3, 4. We can come
We're
back
gonna be a month.
September
September.
11th.
Let's see.
September 11th, 911.
That's
We
that's
come back on
after
911.
Father's.
We come
Talking
back
about
September
the
11th or
Monday,
September
the Monday
18th.
after Labor Day.
Yeah. You want to do that or you want to go out another week?
We're coming back on the Let me see. We're coming back
You'll
on
be
the
back in
24th.
August. Yeah, you'll be back in August. I'm just gonna push it out to like September.
Yeah,
Can
the
you do September?
24th.
You want to do September 11th or September 18th?
Uh, you can set it for the 11th. If anything, we'll change it.
Right,
Cause
or
I'm coming.
September
I'm coming
11th.
back the 24th. But that week, that week is gonna be crazy anyway. So you can't even count that week.
Yeah, yeah. So September 11th. So what about the Thursday show? Ain't nothing. The Thursday show is the Thursday show.
Yeah.
Thursday show is good. I'm just not gonna do a show on Monday. You never know. You may get some surprises on Monday. Who knows? But yeah, we taking a month off, and we'll come back for season two.
And
So
then me and Mark is gonna go down to Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico or Dominican. You say we gonna go to. You say you got some
Dominican.
buddies going down to
Yeah,
where is it?
they're going to Dominican at the end of the month, end of this month. I'm not going.
Oh, the end of this month.
Yeah, I'm
Oh
not gonna
no, we
go
can't
because
do that.
I gotta do something else next week, so I can't. I'm not gonna go to that. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna go to this Arizona probably like the 1st of October, and then
right.
I'll probably take a trip one weekend. Since Mondays we ain't doing the show, I'll probably leave some on a Thursday and come back on Monday. Probably go to Cancun or something for the weekend. Probably leave like Friday morning, come back Monday night or Tuesday morning.
Right.
Hmm.
I'll put this
See, I don't
September.
tell. I don't. I'm not like you, Kirk. I don't tell people. I don't broadcast when I go out of town. See, I don't know who watching. I don't know who watching, bro. I'm being ran up in my joint. You know what I'm saying? So you never know who's watching.
Right up in my joint.
See, see. Here's the thing,
One
though,
of, one
Kirk.
of these days, one of these days, I'm gonna show you my security. A
You want?
security that I have.
I'll show you my security.
Yeah, I got it upstairs right now. So
You don't want to see my security.
see, I don't
Hey,
be
hey,
doing
hey, Kirk. I
the
got some.
power post.
Hey, nah. Hey, Kirk. I got some shit that'll shake your block.
Oh, that's fine.
I got some shit. You'll be like, what the
And listen,
shake your
and listen,
block.
and listen. I live. You
Mm,
see this neighborhood that I live in right here.
yeah.
Once a noise start to go off, you ain't
Mm,
coming out.
okay.
Cause
Hey,
all
Kirk.
cause all them neighbors here, they're gonna come out with their shit.
Okay.
What's going on? Let's
But
take a
see,
look. I got police living around here, chief. I got everybody. So once you
this
start smoking,
is there any
eh,
way to directly get in contact? We've been trying to talk to you
been
a
trying
whole
to talk
show.
to you all night. Yeah, we dropped the
Yeah,
link.
we dropped the link. I dropped the link 3 times. I called you out 3 times. I said, "What's your question?" I said,
Say, what's the
"Who?"
question?
Yeah,
We drop a link.
yeah, drop the
Um,
link.
he said, what kind of work can I get with a 22 foot box truck?
You can't get 26 foot work with it. I tell you that. You're gonna have to do
Yeah, you gotta have to do Amazon or
Now he can't even do Amazon with it. He
yeah,
gonna have
because
to
that's
do
22 foot.
he could do moving, or he gonna have to
Uh-huh.
take 16 foot jobs.
Right.
22 foot box truck. That's an old Penske truck. Penske built 22 foot boxes. They was the only company I know that built 22 foot boxes. So it's probably like an old Penske truck. They have
What year is it? What year is it? No, what's
they've
his
they
name?
they've
Andrew.
taken the
Andrew, right?
22 foot trucks out their fleet, but they used to do 22. It's probably like a 20 early 2010s probably. They've taken
Mm.
22 footers out their fleet probably about 5 or 6 years ago. Hey Andrew, what year is that? Is that an old Penske truck?
It's probably but Maybe it's a U.S. Postal Service truck too, cause they got 22 feet.
Yeah, but they don't sell their trucks. I don't think. I've never seen a old U.S. postal truck floating.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody responding to us. We asked, we trying to respond, but ain't
Tell
nobody
the
responding.
LL guy to come up.
LL, what's the question? Like you said something earlier that you been spending money with other people. I'm trying to figure out what's the issue. And then Andrew, what is your truck an old Penske truck? What year is it? Is it an old Penske truck?
Yeah, LL trying to.
I don't know, bro. I'm finna get up off of here though. I'm finna go lay my butt down.
Is a
It's a Ford
2000.
2007 650 XLT Cummins engine. Um, yeah, you're gonna have to get 16-foot box truck work, or you're gonna have to, for sure, about to step out for a second. All right, man. You're gonna have to get 26 foot 16. You're gonna have to get 16-foot box truck work.
Mm-hmm.
Um, for dedicated contract work, or you could do moving. You could move like a 2-bedroom, or maybe a small 3-bedroom in a 22-foot box truck. But like 26-foot dedicated work, you're not gonna get. You may be able to sneak work on a 24-foot with 26-foot work, but 22, you're not gonna be able to. You're not gonna be able to. You're not
Right.
gonna be able to. So, all right. So, all right, that's it.
All right,
LL said
man.
he's about to step out, so I guess he really wasn't really pressing.
Yep.
So he won't ask the question, but then we called him out. He said he finna step out, so it couldn't have been too serious. You know what I'm saying? So, man, it is what it
Uh,
is, man. Hey,
yeah.
you can, Kirk charges. You can hit Kirk up in the coaching, or you can hit me up in the coaching, but you let the opportunities slip past you. I see some contract work sometime for 18 to 22 foot randomly. Yeah, you just have to keep checking. But all right, man, Kirk. I appreciate you,
All
season
right,
one.
man.
Looking forward to
Yeah, man.
season two. We'll see y'all guys
Shout out
in.
to everybody. Shout out to everybody. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for keeping up, putting up with me and Mark. Right, Mark.
Uh,
You know, beating up guy in Arizona for, for having a good time. Right, Mark?
man, we didn't beat the guy up. I didn't beat him up.
Oh man.
We didn't beat him up. We didn't beat him
Yeah,
up.
man. But yeah, thanks for the support, man. Shout out to the moderator, Nick and
Yeah, shout out to the moderators. We appreciate the moderators for
mhm.
moderating this
Yeah, we need two more
season.
moderator next season, man.
Yeah,
We gotta
no,
get
we
two
don't.
more moderator.
I
Yeah,
think we
man.
cool with what we got. Two more moderators for what? Maybe if we get 200 people in the chat. Yeah,
Yeah, we need two
but
more moderator. We need a nice guy like you and a rough guy like me. You know what I mean?
okay. All right,
Yeah.
Kirk, I'm out of here, man. I'm tired, man. I'll see y'all guys next
I'll see you
season.
guys next week, next year, next season.
All right,
LL is back. All right, cool.
peace,
Peace out.
peace, peace, peace.